fucking make sense. It is all there'll be Alliance and Horde boys. Hey Stuart said, yes I am. Yes. What the fuck, Atho? What the fuck, dude? Alrighty boys, let's see if we can get a group of duelers in here for 5v5 1v1 duels. Let's go to that other song, dude. I actually liked it a lot from the last time. I'm pretty sure we added into the mix too, didn't we? Let me get the music up and running. 3 minutes late. What do you mean 3 minutes late? I guess I am actually late. What? Wait, what? Wait, how am I late? Oh wait, I am late. What? I swear to God, I saw it was like, what, 2 minutes left? Okay, maybe the clocks in my house are all kinds of fucking wrong. Okay, because I literally looked at the clock on the stove, and okay, well, I guess there it is. How you boys all doing? Welcome back to another good one. He's probably napping. I am here. Boys, I'm here. What do you mean? What do you mean, man? What do you mean? Here we go. Okay, I think everything is good now, right? Yeah, okay, cool, we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Let me get the music back up and running, dude. What is this song again? This is a good one I liked from yesterday. Yeah, that's what I like to fucking hear, man. That's how you fucking started. Dude, today's stream has started in the most awkward fucking fashion. Am I actually losing my goddamn mind? I feel like I'm losing my mind. How you boys all doing? Hope all of you are having a motherfucking good one. For another man's. Bond. Shadow Priest, my man. 2700. Holy shit, you played like almost 2,000 games for threes. That's pretty good. Only 2,000. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Alrighty, boys. I was so confused. No intro play. What? No intro? Yo, I can do the intro. Yeah, hold on. Before the song has a massive fucking drop, I don't know what's going on, but let's do it right. Let's start over, if you guys will let me. Let's start over the motherfucking stream. Ready? Go. This time, hopefully everybody fucking saw it. Hope all of you boys are having a good one. Literally starting right over. Let me get the song restarted, and we're just gonna hop on NA, boys. I know you guys are gonna get tired of the song, but I like it. It's new, okay? It's new. I like the new shit. I'm sorry. I'm basic bitch like that. I hear a new song, I'll play it over and over until I get tired of it. That's just what happens. Alrighty, let me get it switched to the NA region. Hopping on the Dalaran character over on the 5v5 1v1. Literally 5v5 1v1 the name. I honestly should make this character on Illidan just because Kren said I should move my DK to Illidan. I have like 150k gold on the DK apparently. I guess I sold a BOE or something. She says I should move the character over so I can have all that gold. And I'm thinking maybe, dude, I hang out on Illidan. I mean, I have a guild. Nothing ever happened. Hopefully, I guess now I should cross the fingers, right? But hopefully nothing happens to that guild. I like this part. I like how, like, it's just kind of mysterious. Kind of goes hard, dude. I'm getting crazy eyes from this shit. Let's fucking go, dude. I'm confused. Who's the Dalaran dude? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Hope you are having a motherfucking good one. Dude, I have no idea. It looks like when I started the stream and then YouTube getting the footage or whatever, I guess there's like a whole portion of the stream that I just missed, and then I'm just fucking losing my mind because I don't know what time it is at all. Night game with a 5-man ready. We just need another 5-man ready over on the NA. Then we can get ourselves another 5-5 1v1 duel going. How's it going, fam? It's up Sponge. Hey, man, we got ourselves Smudge. We got ourselves Math. We got ourselves Cran. We got ourselves Atho, Davis, Boy Time. We got ourselves Chill. We got ourselves Loa. We got ourselves Gangsta. Taurus. How you boys all doing? What's up, Sleech? How you doing, my man? Lemon, please. Lemon PZ is got a group for 5-5 1v1 duels, man. We doing that on Alliance? I think it's Alliance, right? Alliance 5v5 1v1 group. They need 3 more, dude. They got Dodge, they got Le Mans in there. 3 new more people for Alliance 5v5 1v1. How you doing, Nick Pop? How you doing, my man? You want to pop in? You want to join in, dude? Hope you're having a what's up? What's up, everybody? My man, yo, guy that said what's up. I have no idea how to say your name. If you want to like give me like a nickname or something, anything, dude, I'll try to remember. I'm bad with names, but I like being able to read you guys' names, say hello, point out to you, be like, you're fucking beautiful being here. But when Keta, my name is sir. Yo, can I call you Maketa? My man, how you doing, my dude? Can I call you Maketa? Is that fine with you? Is that okay? You tell me if it is or isn't, my man. Can that just be a thing between me and you? Like some friends call each other, right? Maketa, how you doing, my man? EUs on Fridays. EUs on Fridays, Saturdays on NA, boys. We got us as Pegasus and Night King. Hopefully that's two different teams. Fuck yeah, boys! I like this song. I like this one. But you know what? We gotta pause! Because right now, boys. Right now. We got the real boys in the motherfucking town! We need the song to fit the narrative here. The clarity here. Okay, boys. Switch. We got ourselves a team of champions over here with Brandon popping on a feral. Please be out of count from us here. Dueling my man with Chill Pisco back as a Frost Lord himself. The snowflake on the back and the front. I mean, this man is as frosted out as he can be. We got Seavark playing out more. I can't even tell. Maybe Frost? Arcane? I want to say Arcane. We got ourselves Kazoo as well as no heals. No heals, no hope, no losses, man. 100% victory, man, coming up versus Team Blue. We got ourselves Ansik as a big old gladiator, Destral Warlock. We got Execution as an arms warrior chilling in the back. Getting a second round. Execution, welcome back. Hopefully you'll play some more or less honorable, won't attack random people randomly, you know what I mean? Everybody deserves a second chance. We got Genesis here with Milord as well as Sight, ready with his massive big boy burst. It's going to be dropping down Infernal already onto no heals. As he cycled through CC onto Ansik, it's going to be a horror effect. And no heals actually tricking it out of the Mortal Coil, eating a massive Casbolt. It's going to be dropping down Psychic to slow down Ansik for a second and trying to avoid the Warlock as best as possible. Succubus CC comes in, but he does land the fear. Succubus CC breaks. No heals, doesn't really have a lot of way to heal. Actually, Disperse is coming out just perfect for the heal. Fear to lock him down for a moment just so Ansik maybe can get line of sight of the guy. Casbolt trying to come out to see if Greater Fate. He does not. Might have to go for a bit of more self heals available. That's going to be a little bit of that Vampiric Embrace throwing a Mally onto Ansik, but he's continuing to chuck Casbolts out. That's going to be Fear full of the yard wall for Ansik. There's a Mally built up on him for a little bit. No heals, has literally no heals available. One more Casbolt could be into him. Succubus CC comes out. I don't even know how he barely ate the damage from the Casbolt. Stun onto Ansik. Might be able to get a silence to follow after. Tried to survive as best possible. Reflect available with no heals. Does get taken down. The fiery flames, the hellish flames of a Destro Warlock, dude. Can you even believe it? We just had a Shadow Priest beat a Destro Warlock over on EU, but NA. It was a Destro Warlock fully set up and ready to go with no heals. Unless you play it perfectly, literally perfectly, I don't think there's a chance. Mortal Coil coming out because it's his mid-air and somebody just gliding along next to Ansik. Looking a little bit funky. Gonna be a Casbolt locked down while inside the Succubus CC because they're trying to escape the Cataclysm. Think from beyond approaching, cloaking it immediately. Next thing from beyond, if Ansik lives long enough, you might be able to see the tail. Get interrupted on the Chaos Bolt and down he goes. Taken down. Cannot let yourself get cast on a Casbolt. You cannot get yourself interrupted. Maybe should have went for an Incinerator to try to get a setup. I think he was thinking maybe he got an interrupt out of Kazoo already. Kazoo is playing a very dangerous game here as a Demon Hunter. Super Giga Corrupted, dropping down Darkness as Milord, trying to get the Shield of Vengeance to pop. Oh, completely absorbed into the darkness. Kazoo is one with the darkness. Milord still got wings, but he's still getting chopped up, man. He might get his wings clipped. Safeguard Trigger coming out. Tries to see if he can dispel it. Wasn't able to trick it out of the Hodge. It's going to be something falling to Malord right after. As Paladin is going to start going down in health little by little. Might choose Bubble here. If he gets super low, that's going to be imprisoned. Does he bubble out of it? Bubbles out of it. Goes for self-heals immediately. Kazoo has all this health available. Back up while in Metamorphosis is active. Super giga slowed. Not even anything the Paladin needs to do. Just the corruptions holding him back sometimes. Massive slappers coming out for Kazoo. Big slappers onto Malord. Getting quite a bit of damage. As Malord, look out, Malord. I sound like a peasant whenever I say his name, Malord, but Malord looks like he's gonna get capped. The hierarchy is broken. The people can be free. The Lord is dead. Stun onto Kazoo could be huge damage on the side. Blood of the enemy. Huge annihilate. Globally. Kazoo almost globally him out of the game. Stun short to follow as side goes up in the air, flying up above, trying to make it rain onto Kazoo, but he does escape it. Narrowly. No tank trinket, no nothing. What kind of setup? Oh! He had one last fell lance as he's about to hit the ground, sends one flying. And Kazoo was still dangerously low, getting capped out like that. That was so cheese. That's going to be an interrupt onto Psyched. As Metamorphosis does leave him. Trinkets out from the stun for Chill Pills as getting yoinked away out of the darkness. Trying to see if he can just fell rush out of there. And dude, look at his movement speed. With so much mastery, he's actually running 100%, like 200% speed. He's literally mountain speed with how much mastery he has. Dealing quite a bit of damage to Chill Pills. That's going to be a thing for Beyond. Maybe a cloak needs to come out here. Looks like he might have... Oh, no, I think he got hit in the face. That's going to be a massive eyeball on him. Needs to find a way to heal. I don't think there's going to be a lot left for him. And down he goes. Psych running the big mastery play. You got to really find a way to outplay your enemy. Next up is going to be Execution as an arms warrior. Chains of ice. Chains. Not only the chains that are oh my god, why are you so fast? Chilpin's just sprinting out of there. It's actually going to hit Execution, clip him with that little whelp flying by. Giving Chilpin's a lot of mastery. Parry available for Execution right now. Trinkets out of it. Trying to catch up to Chill Pills. Chill Pills keeps chaining the man down. Keeping him down just like Blizzard is keeping arms warriors in PvP. Man, Chains of Ice actually looks kind of cool. Like the animation of the chains and the ice around you, that looks awesome. Chilpa's going in for a little bit of a big damage reduction with a Legendborn, eating a dress trinket to the face. And just surviving. He's not really doing that much of a lot of catch-up self-healing. He's just surviving. There's going to be a big mortal strike out of Execution with Sharpened Blade. Chilpa's actually unable to really heal from it. And that could be Execution, maybe letting it execute onto the DK Lord himself. Just needs to catch up to him for just a moment. One execute is all he needs. Trying to get those hits off. That's a mastery bleeding. Chill Pills dry. Maybe he can get a charge. Stone into Execution and Chill Pills. Actually goes down. Execution, what kind of a playstyle do you have just now, my man? What was that? Yo, if Execution gets a kill onto the next person, if he gets 2 in a row, then he will actually have some sort of a crazy build we've never seen before. That's going to be a polymorph onto Execution. See where it doesn't really have a good positional. It's going to have to hit him with all instacast. It's going to have to blink away from Execution. Killing that appendage. That's going to be Seawork doing quite a bit of damage. What, Execution going for a bow? Execution, you're fighting this guy. You're more than welcome to just fight him. You can be brutal, then that you 1v1. You don't have to like bow or nothing. You're fine. Just fight for your life. That's all we need you to do. Big leap onto Seawork. Big Arcade Barrage. Trying to flame himself to get some health back. Arcade Orb clipping him. I think he still might be done and done for the count. Trying to line aside Seawork as best as possible. Wait, healing up. Second wind. Actually procking hard. Second wind getting caught up in a little bit of health. Seawork will not be able to leave this man alone by himself ever. Trying to blaze him out of the few missiles flying at Execution. Seawork trying to make sure he has a good line of sight of the man. No reflect. And down goes the man. I appreciate you trying out that arms warrior. And I'm actually surprised that you took Chill Pills down when damage wasn't super high. We're just hitting that 10%. And Genesis is going to be the last one on Team Blue, left as a Demon Hunter versus Seawork as a big old bouncing ball of Arcane. Ready to go. Is your forehead clipping through the helmet when you jump? Or through the hat? Is it actually? Blizzard! Oh, Seawork was thinking, oh man, I was gonna get a nice bow and run away. Psych! Into a big old stomp by Genesis. Seawork is gonna get to Nova down the Demon Hunter, polymorphing him. That's a real metamorphosis right there. Into some Arcane missiles, shredding through Genesis, doing quite a bit of damage. Big knockup onto the Demon Hunter. If you're able to knock up on a Demon Hunter full rush, it's huge mobility denial. That's going to be nice and present. But Genesis needs to get another stun lock set up onto Seavark, but needs to get next to him. First, Seavark popping in Invis cannot even be seen. Genesis finds some short stun. Seavark trickets out of it. No more stuns available. Actually, super DR'd stun on top of that. Genesis going in for full meta. Cannot catch up to the Archmage at all as he's blinking back. It's going to go for more missiles as best as possible. Even Brendan tried to give him a bit of space because it looks like there might be some stars involved with Genesis. Dropping down Darkness, trying to stay away from the Arcane Mage threat. And Seavark is literally not even wasting a global while he's sitting in Darkness. Just blinking mass distance away from Jen. What is this Arcane Mage? Damn, he's just kiting the Demon Hunter, making it look so easy. Oh my god, Seavark hanging out with Volts for just like a 5-hour 2v2 session with Volts, and this man is all of a sudden a dueling god. Well, this is just a... Well, this is a thing. Alright, boys, that was the first good duel. Let's see if we can get ourselves into another one here. Yeah, let's see what we got going on next. Let's see what y'all playing with. Kazoo got a little bit of the gushers, not huge amount of gushers. Seavark with a bit of gushers too, but that's mostly Reaping Flames. Is that the active? That is active. And then just missiles, just tickling people down. And stick, big old chaos bolts, ain't nothing to worry about. Psyched, of course, massive. He's actually did 72% of someone's health in a crit with an annihilation. What? I don't understand. 4 lemons will try to get you as soon as you got a group up and running. Night King Pegasus, do we got to get you guys in here again? Lemons needs up one more. If you guys want to make a group over on the NA, you guys are more than welcome to. You can open up LFG, try to see if you can find a group on LFG if someone is available on LFG, or you can of course go and make one yourself also on LFG. What I would do is I will go to player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, find a group, type 5, enter. See if you can find a group. Right now there's one in Alliance with Lemon, Dogeminator, Moon, and maybe there's one on Horde too. You guys have to check. And if you want to join, or make one yourself, for example. Oh, well, guys, you all welcome? Everybody's welcome, boys. Everybody's welcome. Start a group called something like, I don't know, 5V5 1v1 Duels Dalaran, something like that. As long as you have a 5v5 in it, or number 5 in it, that's fine. Hit list group, that's it. You got 4 people, add me on Real ID, and I'll get you versus somebody else that's up and running, and we're good to go. Start a whole group, but I have a big tag. Yo, Data Dust, when you have a 5-man, when you get a 5-man, let me know, and I'll add you. How does that sound, man? Yeah, how does that sound? See Rick making us Arcade Boys proud. We could get Night King and Pegasus again, because they could probably like reshuffle who goes first, who goes last, yeah? I'd say we do it. I'd say we get him back at him while we're waiting for the next group to be available. I'm perfectly okay with Mogambala. That's a decent map. We don't have any monks or pharaohs on this team. Actually, no, there's no pharaoh. There's Brandon. So Brandon's probably going to be enjoying this arena a lot. We 281, 282 on an A, 283, 284. Wow, NA 285, dude. Why is NA so far ahead of EU? Can you believe it? I don't understand how they're so far ahead, but they are. No idea how that happened. But there it is. Oh, you guys can see like me highlighting with a mouse, and the mouse disappears. So I can do this. Woo! I don't know how to get it to highlight on like WoW tournaments when I do the 5v5 1v1 duels. I don't know how to do it, but I'd be cool if you figure it out eventually. Twitch. One thing people don't realize with Arcane Demon Hunter is if I can knock at least one of his dashes, the game is over. He'll be permanent behind. That is true, because you have 2 shimmers, they have 2 charges. You have a backflip and you have a back blink. But if you knock up one of the charges and they don't get mobility, that is true. They will be behind. Arcane Mage is underrated. That is true. Arcane Mage is underrated. We got ourselves and Stick over on Team Blue playing the Dusher Warlock. We got Genesis. Oh no, he's Affliction now. Interesting. Genesis, Demon Hunter, Milord, Psych, and TS joining the fight as well. We got Brandon on Team Red. Gonna be going out first as a kitty cat. We got us shield pills in the back. Seavark, Kazoo just sleeping. And no heals, just no healing. Brandon is gonna be first up versus Genesis. Genesis should be looking out for the fact that the Feral is in stealth. Otherwise, he'd be out and about. Does have a immolation all around it, but Brandon gets a small opener. Flame used onto Genesis. Playing the Flame, not Reaping Flame. Interesting choice. Interesting. Big damage on Genesis, though. That is also going to be Thorns available. Genesis probably going for a little bit of a Dispel. Does get himself quite a bit of heal with Anstick. Blood of the Enemy coming down into Brandon with a meta right after. Might have actually mixed up his abilities in a reverse order. They're trying to play just like Psych is, but that's going to be tricking out Genesis. Still has Metamorphosis, still might be able to escape, but maybe the Thorns, the clutches of Thorns are going to keep him at bay. Genesis flying up in the air. Should be freebie damage as Brandon tries to find cover around the corner. And cover he finds quite easily. Catching a couple of regrowths. Should be able to get it. Maybe get a reset. Does not get a reset. That's going to be a Skull Bash on the Genesis, though, denying the extra haste if Genesis is running the traits for Demon Hunters for extra haste on an I-Beam, which most Demon Hunters will run 1 or 2 at least. That's going to be Thorns. I'm pretty sure Genesis, you might not want to hit into it. Twisted Appendage, you might want to kill it instead. And Brandon just sat and stunned, and then he won. Thorns, everybody. Thorns, ladies and gentlemen. Milord Palette is going to be up next. I do like his full red attire, that like bronze and red, even like the weapon for it. It actually looks pretty good. I think it kind of fits the mount too. Like if it's like a blood elfy thing. Try to go for blood of the enemy in case he could AoE Brandon out. Trinket out of the stun open immediately. The wings open running Hodge. That should be huge damage out of Milord Palette. Try to go for Tempest Verdicts. With a bash that's going to disconnect the two. Brandon is looking to get himself a bit of escape, but not going for a full reset. I think he would decide to maybe see if he might be able to catch a reset, get a reopen onto Milord, but then decided to change his mind in the last second. Still does have the feral mobility to be able to get away from Pala every single time. The massive pillar in the middle just creates such a line of sight for Brandon to work with. That is super difficult for just about every class without that much mobility to kind of counteract. Casters in particular. I think we have so many pharaohs like hanging around the cat scratch post so many times it's not even funny. But Brandon's looking like he's actually going to go for a reset, not even going to stealth. Well, now he might be. Pharaoh, hello? He's getting intellect buff. Thank you. Thank you, Seavark. He needed that in buff. But it's going to be a bit of a reset needed. Try to lure the paladin in. Gonna get an opener. Reap your flames. Big old bite to follow. Does he have the dress? Does he have the bike? He doesn't even need either one of those things. My lord catching a bit of heals from the Lockstone. Thorns are up for Bendon. That's going to be a shield of vengeance popping back at him. My lord is kitchen up with a bit of healing. Brandon going in for the shortest stun of my life and trying to again stagger out of there again. I think it's going to be a bit of resets for Brandon until he gets a good setup. But my lord did use a trinket. Did use a shield of vengeance. Maybe one of those moments he'll use a bubble, use a bop. But Brandon, without having the dressed potential, the bike potential, the reaping flame, big bursty damage, I think it might be a little bit tough for him to really get a lot of pressure onto Milord Palette in an opener for like a hit and run play style. I think what he might have to do is we might have to just pop cooldowns and really just shred through Milord if possible. And just continue the pressure for a while. It is a paladin. As long as he doesn't have wings, I guess he should be fine. It's going to be the reaping flames again. Basher to Milord, trying to get the comp points up and running. Big bite, getting Milord every time to half health. Thorns to follow right after. That's going to be Milord just heading to a Hodge. Very defensive Hodge though, which is perfect opportunity for Brandon to deal with. Still has Thorns and Milord is trying not to play into it at all. Trying to go for Hand of Freedom. This is where Brandon could maybe try to land a Skull Bash maybe, as Milord tried to go for a bit of a reheal. Is going to be a little behind. Leaping on top of Lord. Getting the Twisted Appendage to proc. Into a flame yet again. Safeguard Trinket proc and for the Paladin. Giving him a bit of opportunity to hold off from using Bubble. Trinket coming out. We get counter pressure onto Brandon. Minute long wings are coming out right there. And down goes the cooldowns. And Brandon bails out of there. Backs out of there immediately. Yeah, without that bike, without the dress that can be comboed into your target's fury, that seems to be buffed by your cooldowns. It's going to be kind of hard. Milord is actually getting kind of an offensive playstyle with big old shield of it is ready for Brandon. Thorns is ticking. But Brandon does get out of there. It's going to be, again, a bit of a game of cat and mouse. If Brandon can somehow catch a Skull Bash onto Milord's heels and fight him outside of wings, I honestly think he could do it. I honestly think he could do it. Denying the Feral the opener. And Brandon might just have to stick into it. He does not have Thorns anymore. Bash into Milord. Might be able to force a bubble here. Does force it. Massive cooldown. Just needs one more. As long as he can escape out of there scot-free to live the tale. If he is alive, they might be able to get more of this coldness. Milord getting yet another proc of wings. Trying to blast the damage of Brandon. Save got Trinket. Keeping him alive a hair longer. Popping in wall. It's going to go try to see for a shot him out. See if he can maybe dive back to stealth. Was not able to. Try to get the big bites. Stun onto Milord instead. Does he get away? Trying to get some hots up and running. Is going to be able to escape. Narrowly. This is exactly, well, not exactly what he needed, but he got the bubble. He got to wait through the trinket. He got to wait through Shield of Vengeance. That was the wings upon wings procs for Milord, which makes it super difficult. Do Paladins run Vision of Perfection in PvP, by the way? Because he's either going for the middle long wings, or he's going for literally random wings procs in PvP. Because I don't know what paladins actually run. Do you run Reaping Flames? Bob immediately before Brandon can really get the big damage. No wings for this Hodge, so Brandon is doing just fine for now. Taking a bit of damage for sure. Brought the most amount. My lord, try to see if you can belve the thorns off. It's going to be a shield of vengeance to follow. Brandon does have a wall for it. Does not want to get hit by the shield of vengeance whatsoever, and hoping that it can get pop away from him. My lord still hold on to the shield. That's next to Brandon. Could be bad. Pop it off on Brandon. While wings are up, increasing the holy damage into a maim onto the paladin. Drink inside of it. Does get to Wake of Ashes. Brandon out of there. Poor guy. And Seavark is... He's got his Mechanome attire. He's got his Dapper Baby transmog going on. So the pal is the mouse? I feel like the pal turned to be the cat at the very end. But it's a game of cat and mouse. Cat trying to catch the mouse kind of deal. But then again, if you look at it, Tom and Jerry, I want to say Jerry won more than Tom. Like in the cat and mouse game, my lord is a Jerry, 100%. You know what I mean? And Jerry, I think, in most of the encounters between Tom and Jerry, Jerry was doing well. Tom was on a losing end. Tom was taking L's all day, dude. He's taking L's all day. My lord landing a Hodge onto Seavark, but then just trying to get away. Wait, coming back. Wait. Looks like this pallet is on a run. I guess he's waiting for Bubble or Bob to be available. Bubble available in about 50 seconds. Seavark, though, can shred through those 50 seconds in 5 minutes. So from a lord, all he has is the mobility. Is it actually just gonna... I guess he's just gonna play the super defenseless, sticking down the middle. Imagine being defeated by a bearded baby mage in diapers. Maybe that's exactly what Seavark is trying to go for. And he's actually... Wait, he doesn't run the Hand of Freedom that cannot be spell stolen? That's unfortunate. I think my lord maybe prepped himself not to fight against mages. I think he prepped to fight against mostly melee. I guess looking at Kazoo and Chill Pills, he was thinking those guys were going to be the toughest. So he didn't think going for honor talent for faster Hand of Freedoms that cannot be spell stolen would be a lot better. But that means that he's actually just a sitting duck. There's no way for him to actually get out of the middle ever if Seavark gets a proper slow on the guy. He's just screwed. Dropping down to 50% health. Does have Bubble coming back very, very soon. Still getting clipped by the barrage that's just out in the open. Exactly what Seavark wants it to be. Might use the Bubble here. Safeguard Trinket. Getting spell stolen. Bubble coming out from my lord. He might have to go offensive onto Seavark at some point or another. Has not got a Trinket out of him whatsoever. That's going to make it that much harder. Unless my lord... He does go for wings, but it looks... Oh no. Stars. It looks like he does shoot stars at Seavark from time to time with corruption. So maybe he can like just kind of whittle down Seavark with judgments and anything ranged, and hope that stars proccing him a couple times. Because eventually Seavark is gonna have to ice block the stars. I mean, I guess you could try it. Just I feel like with this diaper baby playstyle, Seavark got going on. I don't know if he will really be able to do it. Polymorph, that's gonna get a trinket out of my lord, and Seavark is gonna blink ahead of my lord Pala. Maybe he just knows exactly where he's going to go. Trinket coming out for Seavark is my lord. Popping in wings. Does Seavark have a blink to my lord? He does not. He doesn't have a shimmer. Otherwise, he might be able to interrupt him on a kill. But that is a trinket out of Seavark. For my lord, it's actually a pretty good setup. Or at least it's not amazing, but it's starting to get better. He does have Shield of Vengeance back up, so you will be able to use it to rotate as an extra defensive. But that mobility of a paladin, like Seavark is actually going to have to play around it. That massive pillar down the middle just gives him so much advantage in that regard. Seavark even tried to go for a blink. Wait, does he get to go for a displacement as my lord goes out in the open? He does. He actually displaces, stealing the Hand of Freedom. Cannot let this paladin go anywhere. Even in Nazca, he's not going anywhere. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance that is reduced in severity with 33% dampening. Seavark is actually just keeping a nice distance from my lord, not letting him hide behind the pillar. Stealing that Hand of Freedom was perfect. Trying to cast a heal, not going to happen. And I think Arcane Must is just going to end up shredding this man out of the park. The Hand of Freedom, dude. And Psych comes in. The Psycho Psych. Gonna go probably for Blood of the Enemy. Nope. Metamorphosis is up. Seavark knows there's gonna be a Blood of the Enemy. Psych has not used big Blood of the Enemy pop yet. It's gonna go for an Imprison. Onto Seavark. Try to see if he can back blink. Polymorph, no trinket available. He actually is not gonna be able to maximize his burst damage. The Mastery will still be useful for mobility and the damage of, oh my god, look how fast he's running. That's because of his mastery. He has like 300% mastery or something like that. He has so much, he's literally running mount speed as long as there's no slow on him. Literally as long as there's no slow on the guy. But he has basically the biggest one-shot, the biggest haymaker in the world available. He might be able to shred through Seavark quite handily. Seavark, he can slow him down, he can blink around him, trying to get an I-beam. I'm not really sure what for. Trying to see if he can fell rush around Seavark. Maybe big damage going up in the air. Maybe that mastery damage should be huge. The fell lances are just shredding through Seavark. Nice tempo for Seavark. Good recovering a lot of health. But that mastery is beefing up anything that's chaos damage for him right now. Literally everything that is chaos damage. So those fell lances that are going down, that's huge. Trying to see if he might be able to get around Seavark. He only has so much mobility. Lots of corruptions, so I think from beyond and eyeballs can proc. He can also get slowed by corruptions, which is really bad when that happens. Imprison onto Seavark. Seavark trinkets out of it. Stunned by Sag, but he's a Nova. Does have Blur available. Does he have anything available at all? Maybe Fell Barrage tried to do it. Cannot do it. Get interrupted. Big damage on the Seavark just out of nowhere. No! What? Didn't even have Blood of the Enemy. If he Blood of the Enemy, that would have been it for Seavark. That cast damage just shredded through his health, but he's not quite dead. And TH is going to give him that honorable duel as Seavark is just chowing down on mana buns. He's eating them as fast as he can, dude. Wait, he's naked. Where is he keeping those mana buns? On second thought, I don't want to know. But it's going to be TH giving him that honorable duel as we hit at the 12-minute mark, boys. 47% dampener. VP gives free I-beam. I don't think Vision Perfection gives I-beam. I think it gives you meta. I think it gives you free metas, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's. I think Blood of the Enemy for sure. His Blood of the Enemy for sure. Pretty sure Vision Perfection Demon Hunter would give you I-beam. For anyone asking in the chat, Shield of Vengeance popped immediately. Seavark actually on the run. No, actually, TH is the one on the run. Seavark is on a roll. He was eating those mana rolls, mana butts shredded through TH. Just shredded. And the only man that stands between him and victory is the Gladiator Warlock. Good thing he's playing Affliction. Maybe Affliction will be actually tough for Seavark. Maybe Affliction will actually be tough. But he's going to pop Invis, get a poly onto Asik. Doesn't look like Asik is playing with a pet. So this is going to make it that much harder. Because Asik won't be able to use that pet to leverage against Seavark. Try to get some dots onto Seavark, who does have the Arcane Shield that can reduce some of the dot damage he's taken. But one Arcane... Just one set of Arcane Missiles could do so much. Summoning Darkglare immediately. Try to get your ways up and running onto Seavark. And that's going to be Darkglare swap into a wrong person for a second. Hopefully Darkglare doesn't hit the rest of Team Red too much. Because Shilpas is getting kind of zapped, but he backed up. Seavark did shredded through his dots, actually. They are rocking him. At 55% dampening, not a lot of self-healing available. Acid does turn on Dark Soul for extra haste. Redotting Seavark immediately. Seavark can dispel the Agonies. Should be on top of those Agonies whenever possible. But those corruptions and the other dots are actually ruining him. I think he might be down, and the boy goes. Aztec. I mean, Seavark kind of had mostly a freebie setup in the opener. No, I don't want to say like freebie, but like a decent opener. But the dots are rocking him. Greater Fate coming out for no heals. Reflect available for Aztec as he's trying to get some UAs. Does get a Mortal Coil into no heals. 2 trinkets out of it. That's going to be a silence as he tries to hit him with a Death Coil. Or Death Bolt. Stun coming out. They're actually missing somehow. No heals is lagging all over the place. Aztec get a hit with Mally. Not a lot of way to heal right now. Trying to drain life for his life as best as he can. Unable to. And no heals does think about no heals actually going for crazy corruption. I didn't even get to mention that he had a thing from beyond attacking him. But Seavark came in. That's a huge amounts of damage, dude. Huge amounts of damage. Jesus. The Affliction Warlock damage is quite high. But also the Demon Hunter damage, dude. Because it was psyched. Literally one. It was Chaos Strike. They just shredded. Chaos Strike. Not even Annihilate. Just a Chaos Strike that just took out so much of Seavark. So just like, come on. He was supposed to be like 5-10% or something. It was insane. Bow down before the Arcane Mage. They are pretty nutty. If played right, they are pretty nutty. Alrighty, boys. Let's see if we can get another group up and running. Do we have Lemons? Ready, please? Alright, we gotta get Lemons. Not against Seavark, though. Alright, we'll get you versus Night King. Wait, I think Night King and Seavark are on the same team, so I guess I gotta get you versus Pegasus, yeah? I guess I gotta get you versus Pegasus. Okay, I can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Sav, are you back, my man? How you doing? 4 out of 5. Yo, can we get a one more for our boy Sav? Are you fine? Your line's a horde. One more for Sav, boys! Which one are you? Are you Lance or Horde? I think it's Horde. We can get Sav in here, boys. We just need one more. One more beautiful butterfly to join boy Sav. He's on. Oh, Horde. Undead Rogue. One more for 5V5 1v1 Horde, boys. Get in there. I'm gonna do some frost for a bit. Do it, dude. That'd be great. You ought to see the performance out of Seaver just blasting fools left and right, dude. Leaving paladins in the dust, dude. Oh, shit. Let's see if we can get Sav with one more. Yo, Lemons, I'll give you like 5 minutes. I'll give him like 5 minutes or so. Cool. I'll give him 5 minutes. See if we can get a 5-man on a Horde. And if not, we'll get Pegasus into you. How does that sound, yeah? We'll try doing that if worst comes to worst. Yeah, we'll try to give Sav an opportunity, man. I want to get as much variety into these 5v5 duels as I can, man. I'm a huge fan of variety in these duels, man. The more new faces, new people, the merrier, in my opinion, dude. The more, the merrier. So that's my favorite. Tell me, my heart did you see what, dude? That was well played. Well played for both of you. 5 out of 5. Beautiful. Lemons, we got you in here, boy. We got you in here with versus Sav. Match. Okay, I keep spelling spectator match. PZ and Sav. Oh, no target. Lemon! Are you online or offline? Let me relog? Okay. Yeah, tell me when you're ready. Pretty much filled the other horde group. Pretty much filled on the other horde group. Wait, there's a second horde group? Is this Lemon's group? Is it Lemon's group? Do we have another one? They disbanded and joined mine? Oh, really? What? Huh? Wait, what? Was it a second group they just stole from him? So just gotta dust off old Zap for these dudes. What's up, Worth? You're more than welcome to him. Bob, where are we from, homie? Or is another guy named Bob in here? Talking about me, man. Russia, originally. How you doing, my man? Give me 1 sec. Alright, Adam. More than welcome to ready. Alrighty. And we are a go. Pegasus Night King. Dude, hopefully we get a 5th group in here so I can put you guys on a rotation so you can really get some new people, new faces. Asking you. Originally Russia. Спасибо. No problem, no problem. На здоровье, на здоровье. Shit, dude. Zubig free IB. Yeah, what is Demon Hunters? Confirm, because I've actually never had this question before. Vision or Perfection? Do you just get random metas? Or what? Videos ago, I fought a 1.9 k major did no damage to kill me, but struggled each human individual 1 minutes ago. Yo, Atheman with Steve, that would be a duel of the century, dude. If both of y'all ever get alpha and Blizzard boosts alpha to the beta and we get like a PvP thing, we gotta get you boys against one another in the 5v1 duels. We could do all NA team and all EU teams. I think it'd be fun as hell. Random meta? Okay. Well, this is not as random items would be annoying, I think, because it like stops you in place. Kind of like a warrior with random blaze storms with VOP. I would find that kind of annoying, wouldn't it be? Switch. We got ourselves and stick on Team Blue. We got ourselves Jokes, Milord, Pallet, TS, and Twinkle Wink. Didn't we have most of you guys? Oh, wait. Oh, your team. Oh, okay. That's how we got a full new team. We also got a team Aries Mon. We got Boomasaur, Ignite. Is that Ignite, but also being nice about it? Igni in here. We got Mug's Blood. Oh my goodness. And we got ourselves Unholy. I wonder what spec he's playing. Ignite's getting hit with a Hodge by TH. Popping in wings. Trying to get the big damage out onto the mage. But that's going to be a poly. No trinket available. Got a power to the face. Not even going to go into it. Just activate temporal immediately. And I think somebody threw a Mally just now. No Mally? No Mally. Looks like it was maybe a corruption or some proc or whatever. But no Mally, going to be a big TD, I think, out of the Paladin. Big Meteor coming down. TS, though, making a crucial mistake, giving a bump all the way to Ignite. What would you do? That bubble would have been a better option. No bubble available. Oh, my man. I actually didn't even get to watch why he bubbled, or what he bubbled. So I'm a little bit unsure how you feel about that. Answer kicking off against some more Affliction Warlock gameplay. Probably will try to come out. That's going to be G-Pi. Does he get to maybe break out of it? A Reflect available. That's going to be great. Apart Reflect back. Nice. I think you're done, son. It's going to be Cauterize coming down. Dropping in the Dark Glare. Dots are taken off of Ignite. And it's going to get a Warlock Hellstone from Boom A Soar. And Anstey got himself big haze buffs up and running. That's going to be Dark Glare, Zap It, and Ignite. That's going to be breath on both of them. Polymorph on 2. Anstey, he can't really do much about it. Ignite's getting tagged by the Dark Glare little by little. That's going to be Great of Fate either way. And huge damage out of Ignite with a combustion. Huge damage coming out onto Anstey while he's locked out. Ignite's, though, dotted by a few dots and still melted, trying to go for a bit of food. I mean, that Dark Glare also did a bit of work, didn't it? How'd you drop so low in health? Let's go to Mortal Coil. ASUS tried to mount up. Trinkets out of it. Polymorph into Anstey. Should be DR'd. It's not DR'd. I'm actually surprised. And into a Greater Pyroblast. Ring of Frost to follow. Does he get the combo off or does he mess it up? Messes it up by air. Greater Pyroblast still trying to come out. Reflect. Ignite's getting interrupted though. I don't even know if you need to interrupt him there. But Ignite is going to be down for the count. And Anstey taking on that one kill as an Affliction Warlock. But here comes the man to ruin the day. It's going to be good old friend Boomasaur in a massive, probably the best looking Gladiator mount. The blue one is the best one. Fight me. And then Anstey got the Season 4 one too, isn't it? Or is that Season 3? Either way, I think, yeah, I think he got the new one. But both of them got them Gladiator mounts. And Affliction versus Destruction. We'll see which one wins. I think Anstey playing the weaker spec of Affliction might be behind here while coming back for Ember versus Infernal. Dropping it. Real Infernal dropping it. Surrounded by a rock and a hard place with those Infernals. Mortal Coil as Boomasaur could get himself a guaranteed win. Anstey actually going in for it. Mortal Coil, Reflect available. Boomasaur trying to get a Kazbolt in. Does not get to. Anstey still taking quite a bit of damage. Trying to go drain life from the pet as best as possible. Getting dots up and running on all the pets. That's about all he could do while he's waiting. Boomasaur, why does he have any more CC? Interrupted the Boomasaur into Shadow. Trying to get a stun around the corner, missing it. Emily coming out as Uwezi getting traded. Bunch of waves coming out for Anstey. Boomasaur's dotted up, but he's going to go for Dark Iron Razor, cleaning himself off of all the dots. Will not have an access to a trinket for a bit. Sending the pet away from Milord. And needs to wait until he has a bit more CC onto the Paladin like Mortal Coil. Try to get the fears. Bubble coming out from Milord. Maybe perfect opportunity for Boomasaur to go for a gateway. Does get the gateway. Gladiator's breach to bail out of there with that invis. And he's out of there, boys. He's going to have to swap out to a Succubus. I think it's been a while since we really seen a Dash Warlock come in, have a real full duel with somebody and like win. So that was refreshing. I like Anstey trying out Affliction, man. That is really interesting. It is not the greatest spec. I feel like Blizzard honestly should buff him by like 20, buff him by 50%, dude. Like it's the end of the season. Let people play Affliction. Maybe with like enough corruption, you could just forego defenses and go offensive, and maybe it could be good. Because some classes are doing it. They're going like all haste, all mastery, forgetting the versatility and just going for as much offensive power. Because some classes just don't have it. Big double Kizbolt into Milord. Safeguard Trick and Procken. Does Boomasaur have any more damage to follow? Try to get maybe another Kizbolt, but decided, you know what, drain life instead. Milord is going to get that clip around the corner. Not a lot I can do about it. That is Infernal beating on his ass for a bit though, giving Boomasaur quite a bit of resources. And that was Dark Soul instability for Boomasaur as well. Quite a bit of damage, making sure he has the shield, making sure he has the fell armor, and that's going to be more Infernal scratching down into Milord. So Boomasaur got himself a decent setup. He got a trinket, probably all the C available. He has to wait for a bit until he has big burst cooldowns. But he has Milord Pala on a run, no bubble available, no trinket for a minute. Shield of End is coming back in about 27 seconds, but he's still charging in without having those things present into a Mortal Coil immediately. While trying to back up, and then he's trying to. Boomasaur's like, no. You ain't getting out of here. That's going to be a mad CC chain out of the man. I can tell you right now. Into a stun by Infernal, another stun, and a powered Kazbolt into a Cataclysm around the corner. Oh my goodness. Right as Milord decided, you know what? I think I should fight him. Now he's just, no, dude, tuck his tail and run. That's going to be a Shield of Endless available for Milord. Kazbolts are flying. That's going to be a Shield of Endless. That doesn't really get to only do damage to Boomasaur. It clips. It does damage evenly to everybody around. So there's all those pets like Boomasaur has. The Infernal, the Succubus. It's split. Kind of like a dress you got trinket. Horror effect onto Milord. Again, try to see if we can bail out behind the pillar. He's just gonna try to prolong this game, boys. But this is what Paladins do, man. Or at least that's about what just about every class does whenever you have a Warlock against you. I'm not gonna deny it. Like Rogues, same thing. Well, I guess in a 2v2 arena, you would kind of hide while Infernal is out. And you would try to do damage when Infernal isn't out, but still, that's where Warlocks can just clap you out, man. He's just doing a little bit of a dance. He knows the victory's in his hands, dude. He knows it. And my lord is just trying to see if he waits to cool. Are you actually going to do this until 3-minute cooldown? Because he might have to until the 3-minute cooldown is up. So he can get his bubble back. Trinket down. Chill event is not out for about 50 more seconds. Bubble coming up in 2 minutes. Might have to wait, boys. Might have to wait. Soulscape? Dude, I would love to have Soulscape in here, man. Soulscape should come in and play some Affliction Warlock. He plays all these weird specs that I'm into as well. He plays like the underdog specs, and I really appreciate that about him. So it'd be cool if he wanted to pop in. He apparently played one as a fair while ago. It's been a bit. And I think he went up against either Boomasaur or he went up against Lucron as a demo. And he got smoked so hard he picked up Warlock. At least that's how he described it on stream. He was like, what just killed me? Now I want to play the class to find out. It's gonna be a Mortal Coil onto my lord. Man, getting feared out away from the pillar. Finally into another Infernal crashing down. Another Infernal! There's like 3 of them at once! And he's barely at any health. Shield of It is popping off, and Boomasaur cannot catch up to the guy, really. The Shield of It is going to be popping off in just a bit. Shadow Fury around the corner does get the stun with a Cataclysm. More Infernals. He's just like got all the Infernals in the world, and Jokes is going to be up next. What is going on? Massive Shadow Strike out of this man, or maybe a Shadow Step. Trinket's out of the fear, might put himself in a bad situation. Shape shot onto Boomasaur while the Infernal is up. Succubus is going to stop him in place. No Trinket available. That's going to be 1 Castle. That's actually still Giga Beefed. And Jokes is out here in the open with a... oh my goodness. I don't even know what happened. W or L, L or D. Win or loss, lose or die? Is that what it is? That's unfortunate. As Boomasaur just completely deleted that guy. Twinkle Wink is going to be up next, trying to get some dots up and running. Going to Boomasaur with a Mortal Coil to follow. So that's going to be Smoke Bomb for those Chaos Balls. Does not want to take the damage from it. Still getting those dots up and running onto Boomasaur though. And he's using Flame. Wait, is he a brand new rogue? Is he just got a brand new rogue in here? I think he's got a literally brand new rogue in the game, dude. I don't think those weapons are transmogs. I think those are actually just some blues weapons from PvP for him. 1 Chaos Bolt. Does not get a second one in. Boomasaur couldn't get the second one back to back to back. Twinkle Wing does have a Twisted Appendage that is doing some damage to the Succubus. He could get the Succubus low. And then try to attack Boomasaur as he's trying to get a Succubus out. It's going to become flag to root him as he has a mark for the Kidney Shot already. Cloak and Shot is coming out. Throwing down a Mortal... not a Mortal. A Mally onto Boom. The Mortal Coil comes out. No trick and no cloak available for this. And Fear to Fall does get the Undead Racial for it. It does get a Vendetta onto Boomasaur as well. But without Succubus, you see, I think it might be done and done. You get a Rooted in the open. Incinerates to fall. No Chaos Bolts. Does get a Vanish off. That's super rough. I think he's actually got himself literally a brand new rogue. That is super unfortunate. Boomasaur picking up the eye immediately. Not even going to let the rogue catch a reset. And he's going to send the Succubus there. Unless the Succubus is over there immediately. Yeah, Succubus is already invis. Caught a reset for a second. Still sees him. That's unfortunate. Root, stun, Casbolt. I think that might be done and done with a... The short CD of Infernal is just still baffles me sometimes, man. And down goes the man with Boomasaur taking all the boys out. Wait, did somebody leave? I think somebody left because Boomasaur only got 4. Boomasaur killed the Warlock. Oh, Warlock killed the Mage. Wait, Mage killed the Paladin. So Boomasaur did get a 4, actually. Never mind. Yeah, that was a 4-0. And I think a Mage killed Boomasaur's... Or maybe Boomasaur was in team with the Mage, actually. I think it was the team with the Mage. Okay, well, Boomasaur got a big old 1v4. Hey, how's it going? Alright, but this is gonna new one, yeah? Alrighty. Do we got any more groups? Warthros, do you have a group? Good on for more sustain build in Israel, hope it works. Alright, man, sounds good. Alright, boys, what groups do we have? Lemon wants to go again? Night King wants to have a group? Alright, we get Night King in here. Do we get Night King and Pegasus back in? Is that what we should do? Night King and Pegasus? Because they played each other a couple times already. Because I guess we could get either Sav or Lemon against Pegasus, right? I'm in Genesis' group? Okay. Genesis is Pegasus, I think, right? Nice haircut, Dalaran. Cool, I love it. Yo, what? This? I'm just gonna do this after the shower. It's the same haircut as before. It's just usually it's like flat. But today it isn't. I don't know what's it did anything different, trust me. We're going to get people to get play. Alright, we can get them on PZ versus any mini money mo. Let's get you versus Seavark in here. Pegasus. We'll try to see if we can get you versus Sav right after. How does that sound, man? How does that sound? Lemon PZ versus Night King. We can get another group up and running right after. If you guys want to make some more groups, you're more than welcome to. 5V5 1v1 Duels. Open them up in LFG. Let me know that you have a 5-man group. Tag me in chat. I don't really will get you guys a group in there. Hi, Dalaran. What's up, Holy Stamina? How you doing, my man? You know, let's make duels so boring. But we don't have any healers in duels. But yeah, healers are not allowed because, well, how do you balance healers in PvP or in duels? You know what I mean? It's hard. Hate Rogues before Classic? Oh my god, dude. Rogues before Classic? You mean in Classic? Before, like, Alpha? Rogues before Classic. Like, Alpha, Beta version of the game I'll play. Alright, Shazmo, welcome to my man. Mother, welcome to join in. It was like 2 weeks ago. It was a nice haircut, but so awkward. Oh yeah, I did them like what haircut I did myself, where I clipped myself here. Yeah, it looked weird. And now I got a clean cut, dude. Everything started opening up. I got a clean cut immediately. Fucking hate long hair, man. I don't want. I really get like annoyed with it. Twitch. Just get sitting away. Mike's Blood is gonna be first up on Team Blue, popping in as Unholy DK. We got us Unholy playing. Well, I want to respect. We got Ignice, we got us as Boomasaur and Arias. Piano Pharaoh, formerly here doing. Thank you so much, my man. We got us as Brandon on Team Blue Red with Chill Pills. See, we're going to be first up as a Frosty Mage trying to play against an Unholy. Pet class was a pet class, except Frost doesn't really feel like a pet class. Doesn't really feel like it. Going to be a nice Nova onto Mike's Blood. This is going to get a big old Frostbolt. That's going to be big old Voodoo Trick in the beginning. Abomination joining the fight. Huge damage on Mike's Blood. Popping in blood of the enemy. Want to see if it's going to be more slows on Mike's Blood. Popping an anti-magic shell. But that shell is going to just burst it through into a... went for a big old death pack. But then kind of used a Warlock Hellstone into the death pack. Probably should use Warlock Hellstone, then death pack to gain a lot of health. Even though it'll be necrotic out. And Seavark is just going for full Novas onto the Army of the Dead. IBF coming out from Mike's Blood into Code of Cold. And Seavark actually taking on Holy Death Knight as a Frost DK. Oh my goodness. Isn't Holy going to give him a chance? No, he's not. Ice Block immediately for Seavark. Now he knows what kind of a man Unholy is. He's just going to get at it, dude. He's just going to get in there. Oh my god. I've never seen a Frost DK defeat. I mean, Frost Mage defeated Unholy Death Knight. You see if I can somehow catch himself a full reset and gain some health, and he'll be fine. Otherwise, he just needs to slow the pets. You might be able to slow the pets, slow the DK. He's going to drop down a Frozen Orb on top of Unholy. Stun onto Seavark. He doesn't really have a lot of ways to heal himself. Temporal is up and running. Does have a flame on himself. The Temporal will heal himself at the last clutch moment. Oh my goodness, trying to keep the pet slowed as best as possible. Needs to keep Unholy slowed, and he does go for the freezes, dude. His pet is doing such a good job freezing Unholy. He's positioned the pet as best as possible. But Seavark might have to go for a full invis somehow, somewhere, one way or another. Trying to go for a blink and trying to mount up, not gonna happen. Does get yet another no one to Unholy before the AMS comes out. Abomination rolls in. That's an Ice Block for Seavark. Needs to get some massive cooldowns available here. And that's going to be Abomination actually going to his pet instead of the Seavark. That's kind of works out. Another Nova to Unholy. He knows he's over there in Nova. Can't go anywhere. Seavark is in flame offensively, actually. Ray of Frost with a Voodoo Trinket onto Unholy. As he goes in for IBF as well as... what is that? Mobility ability for Death Knights. Keep forgetting, but he cannot be slowed past a certain point. Big crits are coming up for Seavark though. That's gonna be death back to keep Unholy alive. Seavark with barely any health goes down. Stun immediately by Kazoo. Breaks out of the stun as soon as he can, but cannot go more. Everybody just got the biggest burst buttons hammering. Now it looks like Aris, I guess, is gonna be next. I guess Kazoo kind of decided that, hey, I'm going after you immediately. And that's gonna be Aris. I don't even know if he was supposed to be going first, going last, or whatever. Actually would have won that if Deathpack didn't exist. True. True. I thought that guy would maybe give you an honor duel too for a second. You're just kind of running at you without the pets or nothing. Hits it with a stun, but that's 5 5 1s, man. That's 5v5 1v1s. That was a close duel, man. Close duel. RS popping in wall and Kazoo bailing away from the wall, bailing away from the thorns. Only wanting to engage as soon as RS is out of all forms, out of defensives. He does have a lot of cooldowns available. That's going to be Masterful Instincts, giving him a ton of mastery. Could be big bites out of RS, getting a huge bite chunk out of Kazoo. But the Demon Hunter is still on the prowl. Think from beyond, approaching. Trying to see if he can blade dance. I don't think you can blade. Maybe you can blade dance it. Mally rolling onto Kazoo. Not going to be good for him, though. Trying to see if he might be able to do damage enough through the Mally into another Metamorphosis right after. I-Beam to follow. Safeguard Trinket for Ares. Does get an interrupt onto Kazoo, who's just charging as soon as the leap comes in from Ares. Kazoo's just on the ball with that mobility, dude. Just charging and dashing as needed. And Ares just can't really get himself a break. Kazoo, with all the corruption, just trying to play the most amount of this plays. And Ignice is going to be up next. I guess Boomster is going to be last. And he's hanging out on that side of the team. He's hanging out with Team Red. He's like, oh, what of you guys? You gotta attack me. Into a freeze on the Kazoo. No chicken available. Ignice is getting so quite a distance with Greater Pyro. Darkness comes in for Kazoo. How did you break that freeze? Did you fire blast him? The darkness absorbed that Greater Pyro, though. Into an interrupt onto the other Greater Pyro because it's still super mobile. Does get hit with a breath, super low in health, though. I think that might be the end to the Demon Hunter run. Unless he can somehow catch up on health. Thing from beyond, no cloak, and down he goes. I don't even know if Ignice really did the damage there. Next up is going to be Chill Pills into a immediate poly as Ignice is just rotating into another Greater Pyro. Stunned by Chill, taking the damage. This is going to be a massive ice block in the air. Ignice going in for combustion to follow this. Breath onto Chill Pills, dropping down the Meteor, Nova him down. Chill Pills might have to get a yoink back onto Ignice. Does do it. And Ignice trying to get it interrupted on a fire just to land the poly. Gonna be a trinket. Oh no, actually damage I think done by Ignice to get him out of the poly. Does get hit with a freeze, but that's gonna be shortest freeze ever. Trying to land a poly, not gonna happen. Ignice popping and Invis, not gonna go anywhere. Safeguard trinket procced. I think he might have used his abilities all in a wrong order. Messing up his DRs. Maybe he might be able to give himself a little bit of room to breathe. Polymorph does not happen. Super DR'd. You'll be able to do it in just a second or two. Polymorph trying to come out. Does he have it? Now he does. But the dots are up on Ignice already, trying to Greater Pyro back to back on Chill Pills, strangling the mage. That's going to be cauterized. But not a lot you can really do with a cauterize. Unless you have Ice Block for it, you're done. And down he goes, and Chill Pills is going to have to go up versus Boomasaur. Is Boom going to give him the honor duel? I think he has an opportunity. Definitely gives an opportunity. This man's just trying to get some food. Wait, have Chill Pills always been without a helm? I swear to God, it looked like you were wearing a helm earlier. I guess he doesn't wear a helm. Huh. But it's going to give a nice little wave to Boomasaur. Nice friendly wave. But it's not going to let the Warlock get a setup, dude. He can't really let him get a setup. Fear trying to come out for Boom. Does go to interrupt the Fear. Getting some damage of his own up and running. There's going to be a succubus. He's stopping him, though. Chain of Ice is still onto Boom. Dropping down a big old Infernal. Chain of Ice again onto Boom. Yoinking him before he gets away from the pillar. Now it's going to be a Mortal Coil to follow with a big old gateway. Perfect opportunity for Chill Pills to maybe... Oh, Castle has been already. I thought maybe he might be able to hide behind the line of sight. Boomasaur with the fastest Castle cat. Literally a pixel of Chill Pills. A pixel was out in the open. A pixel was enough for Boomasaur to land the Casbolt. Double Casbolt. Triple... What happened to the Infernal, by the way? Did Chill Pills kill the Infernal or did it disappear? I literally closed my eyes for a second and down he goes. Succubus C again. Chill Pills is taking the super aggressive with Boomasaur whenever possible, but he's really going for a more heal-based build. He's trying to stay on top of Boomasaur. He is going for interrupts on fears and such. As was available for Boomasaur, it's going to be a perfect opportunity for him to get a lot of self-heals and get the casts off. So maybe grips and stuns are going to be really important for Chill Pills. Going in for AMS as he sees a Casebolt coming out. Staying kind of on top of Boomasaur, he's kind of guessing where he's at. He sees that Infernal, going to hit that Infernal immediately. Just to get him some resources building up as well. Chain of Ice and Infernal as he sees Boomasaur. Try to see if he can catch up to him. Chain of Ice back up. Mortal Coil to follow. Does have a trinket, I think. Stun onto Boomasaur before his own fear comes out. Is that Succubus? You see, gripping the Succubus mid-cast. That was so pro. And that's a snowball. Perfect snowball. Actually getting some damage between Boom and the Succubus, but it kind of only got a couple of bounces. It worked for a second, but it kind of stopped. I think because Chill Pills was sitting CC. And that's going to be, I think, an interrupt on the Fear, not a Casbolt. So close, though. That's going to be Transfusion coming up for Chill Pills. IBF coming out to deal with the stun on the damage. Trying to get another Succubus up and running. And that's going to be yet another gateway. Does he have the grip for this? gripping him away from pillar. That's going to be fears available for Boomister, waiting for another mortal coil. The Infernal's down. Interrupt, an actual troop was taken now. The Boomister. He played that super well just now. He played that super carefully. He pushed him when needed. He took his time if needed. And he played that really, really well. I got to give him credit on that one. Boom played really well too. But we know how strong Desert Warlocks are, boys. Come on. Alright, boys, let's get another one going. That was very well played by the both of them. Oh my goodness. And chill pills. He actually got good chill streaks out of it. Yeah, between him and a pet. Whoa, actually huge damage with a chill streak. So maybe there was damage that was happening chill streak, just the animation doesn't go through. I got credit for the second DK kill. I clawed him as he died. No way, dude. That's funny. That's funny. See where I get it. Get a claw kill. Oh, that's funny. Man. Were you also playing gushing on your mage, by the way? Just to spam my proc. Oh, is that what he did? He spammed. Oh, I didn't even notice. I did not even notice. You have to do it as a DK. You have to do it. You have to. That's like your best damage. All you do is dude, it's so good. Holy crap. Alright, let's get another one going. Is it alliance only? Hell no! We're just going with whatever groups are available. Well, man, if you want to start a group on the Horde, you're more than welcome to. My guy, hope you're having a good one, by the way. I like the song. Yeah, no, it's not a Horde only thing, man. If somebody wants to make a group on the Horde, they're more than welcome to, man. More than welcome to. We got Pegasus, we got us Sav ready to go for the next one. Let's fucking go, boys. Sav and Pegasus are ready to... What? I gotta retype you guys' names again. Here we go. We're back in here, boys. When are you? That's Friday, Stefan. Friday EU, Saturday NA, boys. Friday EU, Saturday NA, my man. You're more than welcome to come by Friday and participate in 5V5 1v1 Duels over on the EU. Or come by Saturday for the NA with the boys. That easy. Couldn't find any on Horde? Wait, no, Sav was trying to make a group on Horde, wasn't he? If Sav was Twinkle. Wait, isn't Sav Demon Hunter psyched? Is it, I don't even know who's who at this point, dude. I'm so bad with names. I'm pretty sure Team Genesis is actually Horde. Wait, no, their alliances, they got Peachy. Zap is in there? Twinkle, I think they're Horde. So we heard Horde boys. What do you mean? We have Horde boys. If you guys don't see a Horde group, you're more than welcome to start one, by the way. It's a community rant thing. You start a group, I add you on Real ID, and you get to queue. Easy. Alright, here we go. Switch. Got ourselves Team Red all filled up and ready to go. We got ourselves Diaboromon. Sounds like a... Oh, it's Affliction Warlock too. Cool. The name sounds like an unused Digimon name. Diaboromon. Evolves into... Digimon monsters. You know what I mean? Genesis, we got Genesis on Team Red as well. Peachy in the back is a big old boomer. We got us 2 bleed. Not 3 bleed? I can't even count past 3. You can't even imagine what would be past that. And Zap is an element Shawn versus Machiavelli on Team Blue. With Milord, we got Rolling. And Twinkle. Twink. Gonna be first up. Hopefully Team Blue gets a 5th. But that's gonna be immediately on to Diaboromon. The last Digimon around, going to be Succubus CC trying to come out. I think Twinkle trying to get an interrupt onto the Succubus CC, not going to happen. Going to be UA onto Twinkle. With a Mortal Coil, getting a thing from Beyond as well as a Twisted Appendage. Diaboromon even going for what? Twinkle Wake is dropping down. Or maybe it was a Diaboromon that dropped down a Corruption on the ground onto Twinkle. Oh my goodness, he had a lot of corruptions there. Oh my goodness, Twinkle barely... That was an interesting move. Never really panned out. That thing from Beyond just decimated you. Maybe an eyeball spawned while a tentacle is shredding you. And Zap is going to be the next one on Team Red, trying to see if he can make a play for the Enhancement Shaman Dream Boys. Got his wolves up and running, trying to get some damage on Twinkle. Going to be Ascendance, and Twinkle can't really stop it, trying to see if he might be able to hide it. The wind strikes are really going through. He's going to get back in. Kidney shot. Zap. Could Trinket if he wants to. Has a sentence available still if needed. Twinkle has all the defenses in the world. Goes for an Envenom there. Advantage to follow. With the Cloak of Shadows, get himself a direct reset. Zap having to pop into Ghost Wolf and maybe heal as much as he can while in Ghost Wolf available. Probably gain himself a defensive buff as well as a bit of a heal ticks. Twinkle does go in for a bit of a sap. Twinkle actually being like an undergeared rogue, or by the looks of it, like an undergeared rogue. Worse enhancement shaman, even a geared enhancement. I think it's more of a closer match than anything. Vendetta coming down onto Zap, dropping down Counter-Strike Totem. Twinkle making sure to eliminate it, but the Capacitor Totem incapacitated the man. Gonna be a DR stun, but not like Zap has a lot of stun DRs to really work for. Not a lot of kidney shots to really work with as an enhancement shaman. Bladder to Zap. No Trinket available, and Twinkle is going to catch himself a reset. Too bad he only burned the Vendetta onto Zap. Maybe could have waited. Maybe he could have waited. What are these weapons, actually? Oh, those look so good. Dude, that cloak looks so good, too. Is that a Guild Tabard? I think it is. Actually looks so good. Kidney shot onto Zap. That's Twinkle just going through the Envenom. Zap getting super low. Double Flame Ghost Wolf, and not a lot he could really do post that. Enhancing Shamans, boys. I think unless you go for like Giga... Wait, Peachy? What? 2 bleed? It's going to be 2 bleed. I think unless with Enhancement Shaman, unless you go for like a massive head-to-toe versatility, there's just not a lot you can really do to survive. I think you might have to play Conflict and Strife, man. Just because double versatility whenever you get kidneyed with all head-to-toe versatility just to help you survive, I think that's the only way you can actually play. It's so tough being Enhancement Shaman, man. I didn't see a lot of them. Twinkle Dwayne going for a bit of a sippy cup. Stu bleed getting a setup. Big bite off of that bash. Does Twinkle get a response there? He doesn't really look like he has a lot of health left. Get a shot onto 2 bleed. Barely any health left on Twinkle. I think he's going to be down for the count. The faint as the bleeds are rocking him. And down he goes. 2 bleed trying to see if he can catch a reset. Rolling. He's just rolling up into the man. Trying to kind of let him get a reset, but not really. I-beam coming out, and I think 2 bleed might be down for the count. Maim onto rolling, trying to see if he might be able to get away. If he can get a root on the guy, I think he actually burned a regrowth instead of a root there at the end. Has walls available. Should probably be using him immediately. Try to go for a swift mend. Maybe a swift mend with a wall. Big dress and a reaping flames, and 2 bleed getting out of this arena in a casket. Just getting rolled. We do have a 5th. We had a Sass. I wonder what Specky is playing. Hey, welcome back. Disarm onto rolling as Peachy is out in the open. That's going to be Twisted Appendage onto rolling as he is silenced. Metamorphosis on top of Peachy. Peachy popping in Thorns and Barks can bash onto rolling. Going to be Trinket out of the Demon Hunter. Trinket out of Peachy as well. Just to get as much damage into rolling as possible. Rolling popping in darkness. Peachy should probably walk him out of this boss as fast as he can. Really, as a boom kid without mobility, not a lot you can really do about it. Interrupt onto nature. Won't be able to heal himself. Swap it to Lunar Strikes and maybe Cyclone at the end to stop the Demon Hunter for a second. Catch himself a heal or 2. Hopefully these goes do something, because right now you're just staring into death itself. The Demon Hunter, the Executioner himself, into another Twisted Appendage. Actually hits it with the Reaping Flames. I don't think you get a buff from Reaping Flames. You kill those anymore. But it is a quite global. Try to go for a Belf onto Peachy, but Peachy, I guess, had a couple different cooldowns available. Couldn't Belf off the Safeguard Trinket, but I think Peachy is still not safe, even though through the Safeguard Trinket. Thorns are up. Does he get him cleansed? That is a Blood Elf. No more Belf Racial. Could still cleanse him. Peachy with barely a health. Bash under rolling. But down he goes. Not a lot of damage could be done, man. Peachy just as a Boomkin. Boomkin is just the weirdest in damage. I've seen some Boomies in Arena that do just absurd damage. But in Duels, it just never really pans out, does it? Big damage onto Genesis, though. Barely got to play. Already, that's going to be cheat death. Get himself as much healing as possible. Cloak of Shadows to rolling. As they're just getting rolled. They even got the opener kidney shot onto Rolling Blunt. It was the yard, however, which makes it that much harder to really get your full setup going. Blind onto rolling. I don't even know what killed you at the end. Was that maybe a Gushing Wounds? Was that a Gushing Wound? That might have been Gushing Wound, but that's going to be rolling with 3-0. Let me guess. Where the Alliance homies are at? Dude, we got plenty of Alliance homies. Let me see this man. Rolling. Well, it's not as big a damage in like the normal hits. It's not as big a percentage as some of the other EU Demon Hunters though did. Not as big as the other Demon Hunters. Although he did do quite a bit of Reaping Flame damage. Guess he did use Reaping Flame on literally everybody and probably got an execute bonus here and there. Because that can really stack up if you get super lucky. That could definitely stack up if you get super lucky. All right, boys. Let's get another one rolled up and running. Yo, AJ, my man! Hope you have a good poop. Can we get a hashtag AJ to make sure he has a glorious poop? Can we just wish AJ a glorious poop? Moon, 3 out of 5 alliance. My man, we can wait for you. Maybe. Maybe. Unless somebody else is here. Ready? Ready? Maybe. Whose group was it? Was it Sav's group or was it Pegasus' group that had the Demon Hunter in the team? Oh, sorry. Did I save some of these as US or EU? Hopefully I didn't save them as EU. I mean, I'll still be able to like figure out if it's supposed to be on NA or EU because I do pop my audio in chronological order, like date recorded. So even if I named them wrong, it still will be okay. It just will be confusing to figure out how many EU has, how many NA. But then again, some of those audios are doubled up. Yeah. We're okay. Boom, have nothing to do against the Demon Hunters. Boomy have nothing to do. Yeah, it's tough, man. I would like to see Boomies one day be able to do well against melee. I mean, there's been a couple of Boomies that have done pretty well against certain melee classes, right? We've had some dudes that really went dude, on the rocker with Balance Druid. They did some insane shit. Oh, okay, Seawork. Sounds good, my man. Oh, was my group through fixed through a rogue prob? Alright, perfect. We can get Niking against versus Savia. We got Moon. Moon can play against Lemon or Pegasus if they are available at some point. Let's try it, Sav and Niking to keep the show rolling, boys, yeah? Having a hard time picking up Moment Survival for Shadowlands or right now? Make Boomies great again? Dude, I'm okay with them making Boomies better. Like, even right now in Shadowlands, they need some work. Honestly, they need some more work. They definitely do. Many tanks? Not on duels. Not on duels. In Shadowlands? Oh yeah, that's a hard one. I think I should give them both a try. Right now, Marksman feels really good in terms of play. All of them do great damage. Like, all hunters do insanely good damage. Like, everybody does good damage. Beastmaster feels okay-ish to play. Survival feels the worst to play, but it does probably some of the most damage of all 3 hunters, actually. It depends on the fight, I guess. But the cleave is a lot stronger. Everything is just stronger. It just doesn't feel that great because your focus regen is ass! But maybe Blizzard is trying to have that kind of a play style. Your focus regen is bad, but you just slam. Which I don't think it feels that great, but maybe with haste it'll feel much better, right? So maybe gear helps. Maybe gear helps, but I think they're gonna get some more work done on them. Switch. What do we got? We got ourselves Milord. Gonna be going up first. We got ourselves Psyched on Team Blue. We got ourselves Rolling. We got ourselves Machiavelli Assassin. Milord already getting slammed by no heals. The Shadow Priest shrinking it out of the stun. Greater Fate coming out. Fear onto Milord. And it's gonna go for a mind control as Milord got him some wings up and running. Gonna be like, get your wings out of here, dude. Just put dots on him, let him kind of melt for a bit. Just to get the mind bender over there ASAP. Silence onto Milord, having to go all the way up the stairs. He's gonna go for a mull out of that line of sight, catching flashes of light. Gonna be Mally rolling into Milord actually. Just trying to suppress him on healing. So for no heals, that actually could be quite good. He's not only no heals, but he also denies people the heals, man. You know what I mean? That's so cool. We got Kazoo on Team Red. We got also Steve Ark as more of the Frost, Chill, Pills, and Frosty. And we got Brandon as Boomy. So we'll see if Brandon... Did Brandon get to play? I don't think Brandon got to play last time as a Boomkin. That's going to be dots trying to happen as Milord is circling him around. Is going to get the VT up and running. Hodge onto no heals. No chicken available this time. Think from beyond onto no heals. No way to cloak it. Is going to eat it in the face for a second. Stun onto Milord. Is going to finally get the dots. And it's going to be a mind control to run the Paladin away yet again. He can't really stop the Paladin from being able to do some of the damage he does. But he can maybe keep him at bay. Into a Void Eruption as a Shield of Vengeance comes up. No heals popping off with a Void Empiric Embrace, trying to embrace the darkness inside of his heart. Silence on the power. That Shield of Vengeance still gonna pop back at no heals unless he has something for it. Shield of Vengeance proccing out the Safeguard Trinket, which is gonna in turn make no heals panic a little. Press the disperse button immediately. Probably a good choice, honestly, because his health is just not doing all that good. As the Paladin is just slamming damage into the priest back to back to back. Not a lot you can really do about it. I think it's going to be a done and done. No heals has a health swap. Did not use the health swap as it is on his talent bar. It was for second. Whew, that's a hard one. Watching Shadow Priest try to duel, it's just tough, man. It is tough, because it's just like, I wish they were better. Blizzard, Shadowlands is a perfect opportunity for you to make Shadowlands, Shadow Priest great. We haven't got to play around with the Devouring Plague yet. Hopefully Devouring Plague will be good. But they added that. Hopefully that'll maybe make it feel a little bit better. But we'll have to see, boys. We'll have to see for ourselves. There's going to be a big old blizzard onto my Lord Pala. Let's see if we're just trying to see if we can get around the corner with a man. Behind the pillar. The big man behind the pillar. Does freeze him. My Lord Pala going in for a Hand of Freedom. Did he? Oh no, he still hasn't learned a lesson. Fighting a Seavark when he was arcane, you should probably talent into the non-dispellable, non-stealable Hand of Freedom. Otherwise, especially against the Frost Mage, you're just gonna be slowed forever. Big freeze onto my Lord is gonna get hit with a Ray of Frost, slowed down forever, popping on a Shield of Vengeance with Blizzard on one side and Seavark on the other, trying to keep the Paladin slowed. He's never tried to go for like a big line of sight positional with my Lord. He's just trying to get him out in the open, man. He's just trying to find a way to get him out in the open. The Chill event is not gonna haul, dude. So for Seavark, he has double ice block. He doesn't have any ways to stop healing unless he's playing Flame. Unless he should be using Flame to heal himself as much as possible. I don't even know what my Lord is playing. I would guess Reaping Flames, but maybe Conflict and Strife. Maybe VOP is probably the go-to. Is this man just gonna run out completely? 3 minutes, 4 minutes into the duel, this man just continues to run. I was just wondering, like, maybe he's waiting for a cooldown, maybe he's just waiting for positional, maybe he's just waiting for wings. He's trying to get a middle on wings up and running onto Seavark. Hand of Freedom, stealing the mobility of my Lord, hitting him with a Voodoo Totem Flame onto Lord as he goes in for a bubble. Hodge on the Seavark could maybe ice block a trick inside of it with a shimmer away. Instead, trying to land a polymorph, almost lands the polymorph, but my Lord does dip behind the pillow for a moment. And there we go, boys. And there we go. See, we're trying to see if we can land a poly again. Does land a trinket for my Lord. See, we're just gotta find a way just to lock down my Lord for just a moment. Just like stop running, because he's either running at you or he's running away. He's still in the Hand of Freedom yet again. My Lord is backpedaling to the pillar. Freezes, Seavark, more freezes, more roots. He need him. Oh my goodness. Yo, I usually see pharaohs, I see monks, I see rogues who are saying this much. I've never really seen paladins who said this much. But this man, I guess he feels, you know what, it's a mage, I cannot beat it. I don't have that Hand of Freedom. I better stall the game until I have cooldowns. And now he doesn't have bubble. I don't know if he has wings. The problem is Seavark just can't catch him. So this man can keep doing this as much as he wants to. Seavark actually can't even do much about this. Unless Seavark literally runs right at him. I think you gotta find a way to get him out before he even hits behind the pillar. But he's definitely trying to bait Seavark into a shimmer, into wrong position, like a Hodge right down next to the pillar. Instead, Icebox and Seavark has 2 of them left. It's going to be Nova onto my Lord, dropping down the Frozen Orb on top of him. If you can get a bunch of shadows on top of that, that could be huge. Big damage on my Lord, actually going for big crits. Does not get the interrupt on that heal. Flash of Lights is still coming out, and Seavark did get a hit with a Hand of Hindrance, I think, there for a moment. Or Blade adjusts the proc Hand of Hindrance. That's going to be that Hand of Freedom back. Or Blessing of Freedom? They keep renaming those over and over. I like Hand of Freedom. Give him the hand, dude. Give him the back of the hand. Paladin's a joke, dude. I swear, I've never seen Paladin run this much. It's like, I feel like at this point, he just needs to get for a Hodge. I mean, getting away from... I mean, he went in with a bubble, and you just got to pop wings and pop bubble pretty early on. It's like... It just doesn't seem like he really has a plan with a bubble. It's going to be Voodoo Rot. Trinket rotting him down. Does get a Nova. My Lord, not with a with a Hand of Freedom. Big old Ray of Frost. Does get himself a Shield of Vengeance. He has a crown like a my Lord, but he doesn't really... I guess he does kind of fight like a my Lord, but not the kind of my Lord you get respect for, but the kind of my Lord that like taxes you like crazy, right? He's the kind of guy that will like send his forces out and he won't be in front of the forces. As soon as shit gets real, he'll go to the back of the forces. You know what I mean? He doesn't really seem like the kind of guy to charge on forward. He's like, yo, you men, make a wall of me in front of me. He does have a lot of Hand of Freedoms. I did not realize how short the cooldown for Hand of Freedom is until I started watching this guy, because I'm always watching, because he's like, every time he gets in, and he always pulls this move. He always goes to this side of the pillar, and he just kind of runs on a mountain back and forth. I guess try to dodge Seavark's blizzards. He does that a lot. Bounties on Bound Freedom have a fighting chance. You think so? Yes, but like I just don't really know how this strategy is gonna help him. I know that he probably should be running Unbound Freedom, but I don't know how his strategy right here is gonna help. Polymorph onto Milord, as long as you could steal the Hand of Freedom and root him immediately. Maybe Hand of Freedom, steal it and root him immediately. Don't let him get behind the pillar. No, there he goes with a root. Doesn't last long at all. No. Oh man. I'm totally not rooting for Seavar, guys. I'm totally not rooting for the Frost Mage, by the way. Milord. As Milord hits the 8-minute mark. Man, this guy really knows how to extend a duel, though. The dampening is going to be pretty harsh for Seavar and the rest of his team with Brandon. Kazoo and Chill Pills are going to need a little bit of dampening there. Rolling, Psych, Machiavellian Assassin. Actually don't mind the dampening nearly as much. Psych, maybe. Rolling maybe, but the Demon Hunters have just so much healing, even at high dampening they can do well. And Rogues have massive defensive cooldowns and Vanish, so I think they'll be fine at high dampening. So honestly, I guess he is actually making it a more hospitable, more winnable situation for his team in a way. It's just in probably the most drawn out way possible. A good mage will shut down Unbound Freedom. I guess a good mage should try, even if you can't steal the Hand of Freedom, right? You should try it. The best you can. So Milord has Bubble, he has Trinket, he has Shield of Venus, he has literally every cooldown available. This would be the perfect opportunity as Seavark is actually pushing in. You can actually see how annoyed Seavark is starting to feel there. It does get interrupted onto Milord. Hodge defensive, which Seavark trinkets it. The impatience of the mage is starting to show maybe little by little as he's actually getting next to Milord. Bubble coming out, trying to pop wings. Seavark is going to go for a Temporal. Not even going to go anywhere. Just going to kite Milord out in the open. Invis coming out short for Seavark for just a moment. Still getting clipped. Nova onto Milord. Hand of Freedom up and running. Steals it immediately. And Milord again is next to a box. And that Seavark should be afraid of the boxes at this point. All those boxes, Blizzard. All these boxes. Because look at Milord. Does clip him with a Nova for a second. Ice Nova Blizzard on one side. And Milord trying to flashlight himself as much as he can. But again, yeah. Atherman was right. Without Unbound Freedom, he really doesn't really have a lot. Seavar got himself lots of haste. Milord again just trying to juke onto the line of sight. Nova onto Milord. Hand of Freedom. How is the cooldown? The strict cooldown for that ability is so short. I never realized until I watched this man. I swear. And down he goes. I mean, he was trying to do something, right, chat? I think he was trying to do something, but I couldn't quite see it. It looked like the Paladin is just running, tucking his tail and hiding, but, you know, maybe someone in chat, maybe someone in the comments can explain what his master grand plan was. Rolling. Did he try to Fell Rush? I don't think he did. Rolling just trying to see if he can leap over to Seavark. Metamorphosis is coming down. Seavark trying to see if he can bail around him. He needs to find a way to kite down the Demon Hunter. It's going to be a backflip. Doesn't quite hit him into an imprisonment. And Seavark probably has a stun available anytime soon. It's going to try to put the pet away, not to let him do the big cleave of him and the pet. It's going to interrupt him on a polymorph. I think Seavark is still going to try to see if he can land a poly. Another ice block coming out. Has a third ice block now. Polymorph, I see flying up in the air. Oh, catching that rain of fire. A rain from above. Oh, what? Nova doesn't work? I guess you got Super DR. Finally, Nova coming out. Seavark trying to get our Shatters back-to-back onto Rolling. That's going to be more Frostbolts with a Voodoo Rod Trinket. As long as he's able to get away from Rolling before he can get the I-Beams up and running, he might be able to do it. Shatters coming out. Rolling can't do much, and Seavark actually taking down a Demon Hunter after playing against the Pala, dropping down a Blizzard as ass. Trying to make his play into Seavark and another ice block. Since the game has been going so long, he got so many ice blocks back up, dude. He's been storing ice blocks. Literally storing them. Blizzard into the smoke bomb. It's no longer just a smoky situation. It's now a Blizzard situation. Cloak of Shadows coming in for Assas as Seavark actually hits him pretty hard with a flame just now. Assas trying to see if he might be able to catch up. Frost bolts at a distance, Vanish coming out. Blizzard on top of the Rogue. Does hit him with a Garrod. Trying to see if he might be able to catch up. The Blizzards are slowing Assas down. Does have one more Shimmer to keep him at bay. That's going to be so much damage. Getting big procs and Assas I think might be done right now. Trying to get a Sippy Cup rolling. With Side going to be up next, getting hit with a Cone of Cold immediately. Seavark trying to land a Polymorph in cap to follow. No more Icebox available for this man. Next week would be really bad. Does have a Chicken for a Shimmer and a Polymorph immediately. Maybe a Chicken out of sight. Oh, Chicketed right as the end of the second Polymorph trying to come out. Still gets hit with a Nova. And Seavark just doesn't have any health available. Trying to see if he can poly him. Does land a poly on the Fist of Fury. Those images do return to Psych. Does hit him with a Nova with a frozen orb in the back, trying to flame himself as best as possible. A 44% dampener though. 3 minutes left on an ice block. Just try to keep a Blizzard over to Psych, make it harder for him to approach. And he got Shimmers and he got Roots. That's all he's got. Shimmers and Roots, and Psych can deal with those. Karma's still available for Psych if he needs to. Boarding on top of Seawork, does go for a big old kick. No one to the Fist of Fury, trying to walk out of the Frostbolts is coming down for Seawork. It's going to be Karma. And he just needs to find a way not to hit him. Oh, no. The big old kick's coming out for Psych at the end. Not all they can really do. And Brandon popping in as a big old boomer. Big old boomkin into a silence, not even a root onto Psych. I guess he's trying to silence him from being able to cast some heals. Needs to get some dots as he got Incarnation up and running. Incap into Brandon right now. Dusty Trinketed. Psych trying to see if he might be able to get out of there. Oh my god, the amount of distance he can cover. And Brandon is going to have to run all the way over to him again. Wait, did he drop a Starfall on him? I think he did. Okay, Starfall does no damage. Well, it does damage, technically. But like, it does so very little. Wait, did it drop double Starfall on him maybe? Because he was actually starting to kind of damage there. It was starting to kind of damage. Brandon's going to try to see if he can catch himself reset at 51% dampening. Psych is going to be... How do I have to wait on 30 seconds before that Karma is back up? That's going to be Disarm with a Root. Does get Attacker's Lost out of there. The Disarm doesn't really do much for him. He can still kick him. He can still kick and jab, but he can't punch. Can't use the Fist of Fury, because apparently that still needs a weapon. I mean, for balancing, not letting people Fist of Fury, I think it's fine, so at least Disarm does something. But not being able to do Fist of Fury when you punch him with Fist, it just never made sense, right? Never made sense. I mean, I guess you could equip... I mean, I guess if you got a Fist weapon on the Fist and you do Fist of Fury that you're doing damage, maybe that... maybe that's where the logic is for Blizzard, because monks used to have Fist of weapons for Legion. It was the artifact ability, right? Maybe that's why. I always wondered it. Lexiup onto Brandon, popping in Bark Skin, trying to see if he might be able to survive. No Thorns available for Brandon, though. Is playing Flame, trying to get some Flame damage onto Psych, but he's going to go for a reset. And we're going to see a very familiar scene here with the Paladin Mage, but instead it's a Monk and a Balance Root, except with Balance Root having far less skills than a Mage in order to catch up to the Monk, and a big old pour for Psych. Has himself a perfect setup where 2 Dragon Kicks, or Dragon Kick in a roll, as well as a board can get him a whole behind the pillar experience. Brandon, on the other hand, is actually going for heals, but not in the same way as you're thinking. He's actually going for a... What do you call it? Frenzy Regen. But he definitely needs to get like a bash or something into Psych. Maybe? But I'm trying to get some dots up and running, get in a little tentacle. Psych, come on, stop running, man! Oh my goodness. He doesn't want to die, dude. This is going to be a long one. He actually, I think, is just trying to catch up on full heals. I don't know if he's playing Blood of the Enemy either on a Monk. I don't think he is. Now he's going for AoE. It's like every time Brandon is in stealth, he tries to go for AoE, but every time Brandon is out in the open, he runs away from the guy. Maybe finally actual combat, touch of death onto Brandon. Maybe huge damage available. Big leg sweep that actually somehow hits the whole team. I guess he was nearby them. With a big Fist of Fury onto Brandon. Does go for a Disarm, touch of death. Slams into Brandon, popping in a barrel form. It's going to be Safeguard, Trinket, Swift Bend. And a Bark Skin all activated at once. Psych is still super low on health. But Leonard is just so much lower, super behind. I don't think he really needs to even use a Karma. With Chill Pills rolling up next. Instant Karma as a stun comes out. Trink is a stun immediately. And Chill Pills just trying to see if he can slow down Psych as best as possible until that Karma is over. Rosa coming out for the Monk. Trying to see if he can attack his loss. But it was a nice grip on top of it. And down he goes, with Mikaveli being the last one left as an assassination rogue. Chilpo is actually going in for a human IBF, actually, not even human racial. As Dampen is 68%, you might as well do as much damage as possible and reduce as much damage as he's going to take. As Mikaveli taking quite a bit of damage, Vanish, and the Cloak of Shadows comes out. Chilpos could maybe go for a Death Pact here. If you wanted to, Mikaveli popping back out in the open. Maybe could go for evasion. That Death Pact does not really do much for you, but still might. Oh! I think it was Kazoo at the end that got the Reaping Flame. I was going to say. It looked like maybe Chilpos was going to do it. Wait, no. Chilpos got it. Wait, that's on Psych. Okay, and then Kazoo. Okay, that makes sense. Hit him with a 20k. That's how he did it, dude. Just a quick go. Yeah. Welcome to BFA. No, dude. No. I mean, in a duels, it's just a little different. I mean, that's how it was back in Legion to an extent, yeah. But that's some good duels, boys. I enjoyed those in the end. That Seawork, man, popping off as a Frost Mage. That was amazing, dude. I don't know about the Paladin running the whole time, but Seawork popping off, dude. Showing the Frost, you can still play Frost. And we're hitting the 290, boys. We gotta hit 300 very, very, very soon for the NA. Team Runner versus Team Fighter. That's true. That's true. Though. But no, if somebody's like, let's say somebody is like try-harding to. Let's say somebody's like going super try-hard to like win a duel. Like, that's expected, right? That's expected. Certain classes of mobility in the mod as they use it, you know what I mean? 3 out of 5 Alliance, right, y'all at? Alright, boys, can we go on Team Taurus? Is Taurus Moon? Because Moon said he had 3 out of 5. Let's get him in there, boys. It wasn't even me, it was my gear. Oh my god. Actually, look at Seaworks. Wait, the whole duel was your gear? Versus the Pala? Concentrated Flame, Azeroth Spikes, Lethal Strikes, Gushing Wounds, Obsidian Claw. But then again, how many times were you actually able to get like a setup on the guy, right? In most cases, you were like... In most cases, you would just hit like a... I don't know, Ice Lance and a proxy Gushing. Or you throw a Concentrated Flame and it puts a Ancient Flame dot, which can proc Concentrated Flame, which can proc Gushings. I mean, if you were out there actually able to Frostbolt if the guy wasn't running the whole time, I think you might have actually been able to get more... Now I am conflicted because on one hand, yes, it does look like... On one hand, yes. It does surely look like... It does sure look like that he... What do you boys think? Chat, what do you think? Was it Seawork actually doing as much damage as it could? Here we go. Was it all Seawork or was it all gear? Chat, what do you think? All Seawork or all gear just now? Frost seems decent. I mean, yeah, just a question. What is the best PvP class for you guys? Yo, Mana Flare. What would you guys say is the best PvP class for Mana Flare? Can we help him out? Is there a horror group up, Felman? You're more than welcome to do one if you want to. Alliance 4 out of 5. Join Moon. Moon needs more. Everybody who has a group right now, PM me in reality if you have you added. Everybody who has a 5-man group available, ready to go, PM me right now. Even if you PM me like a minute or a second ago, PM me right now. We want to see you on the screen. See who is ready and available. Have a build available. Make it before. Have a build, but it makes you 4 to 1. A build? Try it, dude. I think you should try it if it's an interesting build. And when burst, it was all like passive damage in the Pally running. I mean, Pally didn't really give you a lot of opportunity to actually get Frostbolts out. You know what I mean? If he wasn't doing nearly as much run as he did, I mean, what do? You clip him? Are we full? Perfect, boys. Moon is up. Who else is ready, boys? Who else got a group? Will Q versus Moon, who are first one to respond me back with the group, is gonna go versus Moon. Let's get him in there, boys. Both? I mean, Frost is really decent on the control aspect. It's just Frost always lack damage. We can all agree on that one, right? Frost kind of lack damage. But now Frost is feeling pretty good. We got Moon available, boys. Sav? Alright, we'll get Sav versus Moon then. First to answer, man. First up, first next. Or, you get what I mean. First star, first serve. We got Sav and Moon. Bah. Beautiful. Seawork is the best for their class. Seawork actually is really good at just about every class he plays. He's actually really good at subtlety. Like, he does some cool shit. Like, actually good shit. That's fun to watch. And, like, he's successful at it. He's actually really good feral. Like, he's not super cheese feral, but, like, hide behind pillar. I mean, let's be honest. Like, every feral is going to do some portion of that. But he's not, like, super, like, hey, let me spend 20 hours behind a pillar. And, like, 5 minutes out in the open. Maybe a half and half. Maybe 16 combat, 40 behind pillar. None of the crazy watches sounds. Goober, I forgot. I didn't get to announce, friend. Sav is the man. Is 7 here? I don't think 7 here either. Does Frostdeck feel good in Shadowlands? It does. I wish 2-hand Frostdeck felt better than Dual Wield, but right now Dual Wield seems a little stronger. But yeah, overall, Frostdeck feels really good. I love the new obliterates. That's all frost damage. That's my favorite, dude. That's my favorite right there. That's my fave. Alrighty, boys. Big ass arena, 12 on. Here we go. Switch. Oh, boys, who do we got today? We got ourselves Banks Lock. Banks, like lock for the banks, or a guy named Banks and his warlock alt. I'm pretty sure you're not a warlock. You're a weird kind of warlock. We got Bank, we got ourselves Fel, we got ourselves Milord, Psych, and Roland versus Team Red with Seavark. As more of that arcane. Look at bro, we got Love in the back, Love X. We got Myth, we got ourselves Peachy. There's more of that Feral Druiden on Holy. Switch. I don't know if I did that yet or not. But it's going to be a slow onto Fel immediately from Seavark. Nova. That's going to be a Voodoo Rod Trinket with a bunch of missiles on the Fel. And oh my god! Where'd he go? He's just got me. He just obliterate through the AMS. He saw anti-magic shell and he was like, not. I don't care. I'll just power right through it. Oh no! Seavark, it's your arch nemesis. It's my lord. Oh no, a marina with bigger pillars. Oh no, Seavark. Oh no, he did not learn his lesson. He still has a hand of freedom that is dispellable. It is spell stolenable. You can still spell steal it. My lord, try to see if you can just power through it. Bubble up, wings are up, and Miss coming in for Seavark. He's actually, oh no, pillars. We're all gonna have PTSD from pillars, boys. I swear to God. Hodge onto Seavark, Nova onto my lord. No hand of freedom yet. Doesn't want to get kicked by Seavark. I think he actually got a kick out of Seavark earlier. Just tried to flashlight through the damage. Oh man, that's actually working out pretty well for him. Seavark actually switched to Arcade Blast because they just resume more damage. You might as well build up the arcade charges if needed. Oh man. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's just switching from missiles to blasts. And it looks like Seavark is actually able to get those corners where he's able to blink around and get those missiles up and running. Keeping up with Milord, Pal as best possible. Reaping Flame, I don't know, and knocking him up in the air. No bubble available, barely any health at all. No bubble. Hand of freedom. I'm trying to NASCAR. Flash of light. Oh, he looks like he's actually going to stabilize. I thought he was actually done and done. I forgot he didn't have bubble. Hodge to Seavark. He's just going to get himself resources. He's just AoEing for... Is that to get Flash of Lights to be stronger? Is that what it is? He just literally just Wake of Ashes, Divine Storm, and it's like, okay, he built resources, spend them without hitting Seavark. What? DK was 436. Oh no! Oh man, the AMS. I've never seen AMS get shredded like that before though. Red sucks. Oh man, unfortunate. Hand of Freedom back up on Milord. No spell steal for Seavark this time. This guy's gonna keep that Hand of Freedom for a little longer. Does Seavark have the shimmers though? Because as a arcane mage, she definitely has more competitive mobility compared to when he's on Frost. On Frost, he can slow you down, but our mage can keep up with you while slowing you down, I guess, in a way. Back to the pillar, boys. But I think Seavark will be able to close this out very quickly. Milord doesn't have a bubble for 4 minutes. He does have Chill Dependence, but not a lot of health to recover. I guess he's out of mana. Big spell steal coming out for Seavark. Meeting Milord again in another corner. Does he have one more shimmer to catch up to him? Trying to stay as mobile next to his possible. Milord popping in wings. Again, Wake of Ashes and AoE. Intro and interrupt. Oh, Seavark. Arcane missile around the corner. Trinkets. I don't even know what he trinketed. Popping a cloak. He's popping every cooldown available. Goodness me. What if he goes for a bop? That'd be something. Seavark is going to get to Nova him down, spell stealing, but actually didn't get to... He kind of stopped as if he got Nova'd. Like, he stopped, stood still, as if he got Nova'd. And it looks like the Paladin was lagging a little too, man. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of a Paladin running away the whole time, and we just had him play the Frost game. But lag is just like... that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? I can definitely say some things like, man, I mean, not a huge fan of somebody, like, running the whole time. But, like, when someone is lagging, I'm like... That's unfortunate. Hopefully Blizzard could fix that on their end or something. Feel bad for doing this. Okay, let's someone else go. No, you're fine, Seavark. I think you're okay. I think you're fine. What is Arcane Mage? What? Seavark, you better watch your mouth because it sounds like you might be taunting the team. You might be taunting Team Blue. You might be taunting the boys. Telling them, I can't do this. I can't do this to poor lads. What do you mean? They wouldn't be in the arena if they didn't want this done to them. They know the consequences of their actions stepping into 5v5 1v1 duels. So we're trying to see if we can land a poly onto Rolling. Rolling tricking out of it immediately. And an Iceberg comes up for Seavark while he's trying to catch up on health a bit. As we hit the 5-minute mark, Dampening finally rolling in, boys. I'm not trying to be, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you. But no, you should play it out. Play it out to the very last tooth and nail. Seavark is actually starting to dip down in health. It's going to get a Warlock custom from Love on his team. That is an advantage of keeping a Warlock on your team. And he's trying to stay as max range as possible from rolling blunt as best as possible before he suffers blunt range trauma. Woo! What a blink as he's still stunned. That is interesting. How does that work out? And like, how does Blizzard Service calculate that? Going to be invis for Seavark. That's 60% damage reduction if Rolling does see him. If he doesn't, that's going to be quite a freebie food. And I think Rolling still doesn't see him actually. Well, now you should. Seavark, I don't think is going to be able to catch up on a lot of health himself here. Rolling getting another stun on Seavark, no way around it. Huge damage out of the Demon Hunter though. Seavark does get a Nova Polymorph coming out. Does he get out of there? Does he get some food? He's trying to insta-cast as much as possible from a trade to maybe catch up on a little bit of health. Is it me or the server's kind of laggy in here? Is that what's going on? It feels like Seavark, he was kind of running slow or something. Another poly onto the Demon Hunter. I see if we can still try to get himself a little bit of a setup away from the guy next to him, but the Demon Hunter could be very deadly though. Temporal up for Seavark. Does get some health back from a Temporal, but Big Dress just caps him out. With Myth kind of jumping at the guy, but looking like he lags a bit into a shot meld as Rolling is up in the air. Myth is ready for him immediately. Should be able to see him and hit him with a stun as soon as possible. Rolling, going for a Blade Dance. Trying to see if he might be able to bail out of here. Get into metamorphosis of his own, but Myth got a full real meta. And he's the one flying up in the air. Rolling, trying to see if he can hide behind the pillar. Does eat a couple of those for Lance to the face. Rest in peace. Dude, that was a good one though. That was good. Rolling, I mean, the Dress damage is way too hard hitting, dude. It's so strong. When he gets too low, Dress could just be a massive execute or a big bursty damage ability. Man, the trinkets in BFA in the last season are really, really off the rocker. I mean, I remember tank trinkets. I don't know if it's better, tank trinkets or DPS trinkets. I think both of them are bad. Man, taking quite a bit of damage. Just Rolling is the one trying to re-roll the luck in his favor as Myth just dropping. Does get himself a Warlock Holstone at the very last second before he was going to go down. But still getting rolled by Rolling. And a Holy from Lothar is going to be up next. Trying to see if he might be able to tussle with Rolling. As Rolling now is taking the lead over Team Red. 2 people are down. And he might be able to continue the record here, the streak here. Did get quite a bit of damage into Unholy, who popped IBF. So Unholy down in a massive cooldown. He does also roll Anti-Magic Zone. So that should be pretty good for, I guess, a Demon Hunter. Unholy needs to get himself a full army set up Rolling. He does get himself the Abomination up and running. Needs to get himself the full Army of the Dead as AMS is up. And that's going to be Rolling, actually burning through that AMS so quickly with a single Reaping Flame. Finally, Army of the Dead joins in. Might want to pop every defensive. Blood of the enemy up for Unholy. I'm not really sure that's a good idea. Needs to pop every defensive right now. Anti-Magic Zone should probably be used right here as he's trying to get Necrotics onto Rolling. Interrupt him onto Ibium. That's only that's the Necrotic Strikes. That's a necrotic effect from Death Pact is the only thing that's really keeping him down at that point. Alright, who's up next? We got us as Love, we got us as Peachy, all having a party on Team Blue. This is going to be next, man. It's going to be either Love or it's going to be Peachy. It looks like Love, maybe. Nope, he's backing up. Peachy, maybe. Because Rolling is waiting for you, man. Whoever it's going to be. I think they're still trying to figure it out. I think Love. I think Peachy is like, it's you. It has to be you. You got to go. He's like, I don't want to fight a Demon Hunter. Please don't make me. Are you Destra? Are we Affliction? What are we looking like? What are we looking at, Love? I want to say Destra. Most Warlocks are Destra nowadays. I'd be surprised if it's an Affliction, but pleasantly surprised. Looks like Roland's just chilling in the back. He's trying to find a good momentum to get in there. Stun into Love. That's going to be Succubus C. I think Succubus trying to go for a Succubus Seduction, but that's going to be Rolling, just dropping down massive lances onto Rolling, onto Love. The Darkness coming in for that Chaos Bolt. Absorbs it in darkness. Second Chaos Bolt was trying to load up, but Love decided against it. It's going to get a Mortal Coil into Rolling. With a Fear, Trick is a Fear immediately. Shadow Fear trying to come down and get interrupted into a stun right after. The pet can't even go for a Succubus CC. And that is going to be wall from Love as rolling. Oh, even dropping down the Infernal onto himself. Is dropping into the wall. He was thinking the Demon Hold was going to stay on him. And was he going to get a big wall to get the Chaos Bolts pumped back to back into the prison as rolling trying to get out of that bad situation. Trying not to get Chaos Bolted at all. And Chaos Bolt to get interrupted. Rolling is still super low. And Yusi catch up on a lot of health right now. 31% damage. One Chaos Bolt might go through. A second Chaos Bolt, maybe Incinerate might be enough. And Drain Life might just do it. Somehow still alive. Might be able to turn it around into Love porting away as a Void Elf. Into an interrupt on the Chaos Bolt. I think it might be done for the count. Second CC comes in. Clutch maybe gets a stun. Goes for a Chaos Bolt instead. Maybe a stun right after. Shadow Fury doesn't hit fast enough. Actually lands and it does take it out of this Godfrey. Wait, does he have a bleed? Oh, was that gushing at the end? Oh no. Rolling wasn't going to go down until he took at least 3 people on Team Red with him. And the only one left is Peachy, and I guess it was going to be Banks Lock as well. As a Fury Warrior, Peachy playing the Feral. Thorns are up and running. That's going to be Banks Lock. Just damaging right into the Thorns. That's going to be a Twisted Apprenticeship drop with Banks. What just happened? What just happened? It was Thorns and he just rampaged and then thing popped up and tentacle and okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't understand what just happened there. Well, at least Peachy is gonna give him an exclamation and a teabag on that guy. Peachy, who are you reviving? Are you reviving Love? I think he is trying to revive Love. Poor guy. Love, you're dead. We'll know that for sure, for certain. Okay. Thank you for. You're more than welcome to hang out in the corner. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Thank you so much for chilling. Thank you so much. If Peachy dies here, it's over, boys. Unless Psych and Love, unless Psych is fine playing against Love, but it looks like Peachy. It looks like Peachy is just gonna make quick work of Psych. There's gonna be touch of death onto Peachy as he got a wall up and running. That Karma is reversing the Thorns damage pretty heavily. Into a ring of a boopity bop, and Peachy's gonna get himself a little bit of a heal from Love. Still has that big old Love Chop Warlock Hellstone. Wall is back and running. Psych with no cooldowns available. Peachy has a Skull Bash ready, most likely. Bash instead, trigger for Psych. Does he have any answer here? Big bye by Peachy, and down he goes. Wow, Peachy came in and just got a roll, got 4 kills. I guess he did get Seavark. He did get 2. What'd you do to Love? Love X. You must. That must have been gushing. It must have been gushing. I like how it counted still him, even though he still gave him that kill, because he did get the dot on him. Peachy, man, nice and slow, nice show. I was like, said nice and slow. I was gonna say, yeah, he played the slowest duel ever. He just came in and just conquered everybody saw, dude. What the hell? Alright, let's get another one going, boys, yeah? I gotta see, man. That must have been, yeah, that must have been a gushing at the end, dude. I guess Love at the end just must have been the last tick. It had to have been. I feel you, Silverk, yeah. I think every time Silverk should just go in and just hambo dude. Big dick energy every fucking time, man. Every single time. I think it's more enjoyable, even if it's just a stomp. I think it's honestly just fine, man. I think it's honestly just fine when it's a stomp. Do your thing, have fun. But I can completely understand somebody being like, eh, tired of it and shit. You guys have no idea what we're talking about, do you? I guess you can guess. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. 191, 190, 191. Boys, breaking that 190 shell. Fair enough. I feel ya. I'm just saying I have no problem with you just stomping, dude. Just be Andre trying to stomping on some villages, dude. I don't care. Do what Andre does. Do you think Subtlety is viable for PvE and Shadowlands? I think it will be. It's hard to tell early, but I think it will be. Aw, that's cute. Diaboromon. Oh, you're the Digimon. Thank you so much, fam. That's so nice of you. Look, Sashka's boys. Sashka's chat. That's for you, boys. Chat, Sashka's back. Chat, say it back. Chaos Strike? I think it was a blow to the enemy at the end. The tick down on him. Doesn't do that much. Counter-Strikes can do a lot. I guess it depends of a trait. I'm not Demon Hunter main, but I know that in PvE it does like quite a bit of damage. In PvP, I'm pretty sure you go for a trait that stacks up Counter-Strike damage so you can go big damage. But you'll normally want to go into Demon Form so you can Annihilate, which does more damage. But yeah. Either way. But I want to see you play again like you did in Legion. Yo, my man, when Shadowlands comes around, you know I'll be around playing a lot of these. But a lot of the fun that I have with these 5v1 duels, what's a lot enjoyable, is showing amazing boys play amazing classes in amazing new different ways, man. And also like the camera view that I can get in. Commentating is so fucking enjoyable, you know what I mean? Dude, I think it's a great name too, man. No one asked. Oh, get out of here, dude. Teamwork Hater 9000. That's a great fucking name, man. Nick, do you have a group? My group is ready. All right, one more, boys. We can sneak in one more 5v5 1v1 duel over on the NA. Let's get another one in here. Oh, range from a druid. Get a Dalaran's group. Let me know. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go. Teamwork reroll. We'll do it. Alrighty, we need one more, boys. Night King, Pegasus, Sav, Lemonade, or Lemon PZ, Moon. Anybody have a group? We need one more for our boy Nick. Nick Pollum. I don't even know if it is Nick Pollum. It probably isn't. I don't know names. Who's who? Biggest fan? Dude, either biggest hater or biggest fan. Either way, dude. Either way. What do you think beta dropping? Salty Nuggets, hopefully in like a week or two, dude. Hopefully in a week or two on updates. Hopefully. You know what I mean? Because it's been it's so hard to find people to do dungeons with on the alpha unless you have a pre-made group. The other day we had a pre-made group. Actually, we only had 2 of us, but we had other people trying to queue. But sometimes you can only sometimes at most on the whole alpha of all 2 servers that are up, 3 people are trying to do dungeons. Literally 3. And it's annoying. It's fucking annoying. Only on Horde 2. Alliance, forget about it. It's literally you gotta be on Horde too if you want to join him. I beat the real Nick Pollum, but I'm not him. Is that one of those things where you beat Nick Pollum and then you take his name, kind of like take a scalp from somebody? I am the captain now. We need some more when we're ready. Alright, sounds good, my man. Let's see if we can get more groups up and running. How do you join Red Paladin Survival Hunter? Mitchie, welcome to in LFG, dude. Look up in LFG groups. It'll be called like 5v5 duels. Go to LFG, go to search, and type in number 5. And then hit enter search. And skip past all the will to sell 5 mask runs for horrific visions. Like, as if anybody cares. Easy. Why you buying? I mean, some people are buying, but you know, whatever. But it's easy. Past the annoying ads. Scroll past those, you'll see a 5v5 1v1 group up and running on Horde or Alliance if you have any groups. I think Sav is Horde, maybe? Oh no, Nick is ready. Gushing if you're ret, you literally one-shot and Hodge, no dispel, and win 80%. Is it actually that good? Gushing for ret? Really? I wouldn't think so. I would think like Mastery or I guess Old Verts would be better, but I could be wrong. I don't know what I mean. Yo, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what's good for PvP unless you like ask word of mouth kind of people. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the PvP guides for this expansion have been kind of bad. I feel like there's no good PvP guides for almost any of the specs. Like no, unless it's a popular spec, right? You'll see a lot of information that's coinciding together, right? It coincides together, but for a lot of the other specs that are not popular, it's like so skewed and just whatever, and just no good guides because everything in BFA, I feel like has been just so customizable, and there's so many like systems upon systems upon systems that it's so hard to figure out and wrap your head about like what is the best unless you play that spec. Like Assassination Rogue, a bunch of people like, you know, of course popular specs, right? They're overplayed in Arena. Demon Hunter, Assassin Rogue, Fire Mage, Disc Priest, Desert Warlock, Windwalker Monk, Arms Warrior. You'll get guides in those. Holy Paladin, you'll get guides in those. Ellis Shaman, Rusted Shaman, you'll get guides in those. Mystery Warrior, you'll get guides in those, right? But like if you want to play like Beastmaster Hunter, not top, nobody's gonna do guides on it. Demonology Warlock can be played, not top, nobody does guides on it. Nobody does like really good, accurate guides on whatever. You know what I mean? One more, yeah. All right, Sav, get yourself one more and we're good to go. I get you versus Nick, unless somebody else is ready. Unless somebody else is ready. And I'm hoping that next expansion, with systems being a lot more simple, you'll be able to have much more simple guides for like a lot more specs, even the off-meta, off-brand specs that people still like to play, dude. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for Vaults, for example, how would anybody fucking know what to play with Arcane if that guy didn't play Arcane all the fucking time, day in and day out? You know what I mean? Also, we should get Vaults into one of these deals sometime. I think it'd be fun as hell. We can get Nick in here as well. Yeah, Seavark, for real. Get Vaults and a bunch of his viewers or whatever. Be like, yo, you want to join in? Get a gang, get a group. Come in, pop in as a 5V5 1v1. I think it'd be fun, dude. It was super enjoyable when he was there. I think it'd be great. Can't wait for them to launch Shadowlands and these dumb passive sources of damage disappear for good. It's little screwing PvP balance so much. I agree with the chill pills. It does screw with balance for sure. There's a positive and a negative. One, it screws with balance. Like, it's so hard to figure out what the fuck is doing what, and it's annoying, right? It's not difficult to figure out, it's just really annoying to keep up with all this crap. One. However, I do like the part where certain specs that are bad are not usable. They can actually, with certain corruptions, certain setups, certain specs that no one ever plays with these current corruptions can actually start being playable. So there's positives and negatives, but it's just so convoluted. That's for sure. So simplifying things in Shadowlands is going to be definitely a go. I cannot wait, dude. I cannot wait. Switch. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't hate the system so much that, like, just, no, I can't play it, but I definitely couldn't see myself playing this for 2 expansions, you know what I mean? That would be too much. Alrighty, boys, let's get ourselves Decapitator on Team Blue. Playing that Fury Warrior. Got Malord going to be going up next again. More pillars. Malord, you've been in a lot of these duels, haven't you? We got rolling on Team Blue as well with Riker, as well as Tribulate? Gladiator Shadow Priest? Whoa. We got ourselves Super Sleeves going to be going up as a Windwalker. For Team Red, we got ourselves Unholy Mithra and Fat Sax. Oh, big boy. And Dump Steel. We got ourselves Super Steel going in for a trick and Ringo Boopity Bop. That's going to be Malord actually get quite a bit of damage. Maybe it's going to be Karma. Karma popping up. Malord could go for a Bop bopping it. And Super Sleeves could be in a bad spot. Has a lot of defenses available. Trying to find himself back to health. But that Bop is going to put him in such a bad spot. Still super low in health. Does go for a shot him out for a second. Still super in a bad spot. Porting out. Does he get out of there? No! He came in with as much damage as he could, but does die out. And Fat Sax is going to be up next. He's got them. Whoa. Those are ultier weapons, ultier daggers, man. Big, fatty daggers. Remember those. And continue. I love the graceful jump they have, man. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Looks so great. It's going to open up the Grow Cheap Shot. Playing that assassination. Just marked him for death. He's going to hit him with a kidney shot, get the dots up and running, but it looks like he doesn't want to disengage. Trinketing out of the hearts, though, as Malord tries to get a cleanse on those dots, on those poisons. He's going to head of freedom and NASCAR himself out of there. Fat Sax without a trinket now, so it's going to be quite tough next time. I got a hiccup, sorry. Malord Pal is going to have himself a good old setup with a Hodge, big old wings, because he does get quite a lot. I wonder if Malord Pal did go for the Honor Talent for the Hand of Freedom at this point. Big blow to the enemy for Fat Sax. Is that what we were seeing? Bubba coming up from Malord. Didn't really want to deal with it. Did see evasion out of Fat Sax. Now that's going to be a Vanish. As Sax is going to try to see if he can reset. And he just honestly, I think he's just trying to... I think with the blood of the enemy Vendetta, he's just trying to sag this man. Malord is going to have a trinket for that one at some point eventually. So Fat Sax will have to go for 3 Blood of the Enemy goes if he really wants to get a big setup. Actually, well, yeah, 3, because Bop and Bubble are down. Man, he actually used both of them pretty quickly. Kind of crazy. I think his bubble is a little shorter. It's like 4.5 minute cooldown instead of a 3. Or maybe this is a 4-minute cooldown. He does definitely have a shorter bubble, if you like. Doesn't go for the double race car. It's going to be Fat Sax. Try to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. And it's going to get a reopener onto Malord. Cheap shot. Maybe get a kidney, but he is super low. The Rogue might have overstayed his welcome. He blinder to Lord. And no bubble, no bop. He actually does get to get away out of this scot-free. But that's super unfortunate, man. Doesn't go for the sap or anything. So for the Rogue, it's going to be quite tough, man. That was maybe a tough play. Maybe he should have disconnected a little bit earlier. Because that blind, I mean, I guess it gave him a reset. But, I think it was a misplay a bit. Maybe. It feels in the back of my mind as a misplay. Hodge! Onto Fat Sax. He does get a sap. What is that? Blizzard, how do you get a sap and a Hodge at the same time? I guess the Hodge is a small delay between like you raising your hand. It does have a slight delay, I bet. Or maybe it's just trades. Maybe a Hodge doesn't put you in combat. That's so weird. But that's going to be a Hodge onto Milord, Pal, a kidney shot by Sax, and he's going to get the hell out of there scot-free. And I guess he's just going to go for a bit of a rotting strat. If he has gushings, the rot strat could actually be huge. But I kind of doubt he has gushings. It doesn't look like the dots are really doing damage to Milord Pala. He has a Blessing of Kings, which is giving him a small shield every few seconds. And it seems like every few seconds the dots tick, the shield comes back. Dots tick, the shield comes back. You can see like the little bright bar to the right of his health bar showing that he has a shield. That's going to be a big old cheap shot with a Vendetta. Blood of the enemy. Fat Sax could go for a big setup. And it's going to be a big invasion. Milord getting hit with a kidney shot. No chicken available. Actually, was that what Fat Sax was trying to come up for? That's going to be a big old Mally onto Milord. Does he go for an interrupt? If he goes for an interrupt right here, that would be perfect. Goes for a cheap shot instead. Garrod right after Milord. Does get himself a set of wings. That Shield of Vengeance could be huge if it pops at its full potential. Glock Shadow's up for Fat Sax. Milord does get the shield to pop. It's not going to get that much value onto the Rogue. Does go for a Haymaker onto the Pallet. Doesn't get the stump, but does get the knockback. Still, that's quite a bit of damage from the Pallet. Either way, Tricket's out. That's going to be a Safeguard Shield for Milord. Saving him. He really does have a whole Blood Elf aesthetic there with the tabard and everything. That doesn't look that bad, but Fat Sax, my man, that just didn't really go how you wanted it to be. Mithran is going to be, or Myth is going to be up next. As we hit the 5-minute mark with the Dampener starting up, boys, at 1%. Dampener, Myth already playing his cards. He's playing Crucible. He's going to be playing the Flame Essence, not Reaping Flame, but Crucible Flame. Which is going to give him a little bit of self-heal. A decent amount of dot damage, maybe. But with 2 people down on Team Red, with Dumbsteel and Holy sitting in the back for Myth, he got himself quite a challenge against the Retribution Paladin. I don't really know if that's anything a Boomkin can... Well, actually, would a Paladin be a decent setup for a Boomkin? Like in a perfect scenario, could you actually have a decent setup versus a Paladin? I wonder. It's going to be Trinket as he sees the wings coming out for the Hodge, and Thorns are up and running for Myth. Not using Barkskin yet. I wonder if he wants to delay it. Big bike coming out. Was that Myth's bike? Because I didn't see Milord use the bike at all. Was that Myth with the bike just now? As a balance druid? What? Wouldn't a claw be better? Because it gives you intellect. Maybe not. It's going to be wings out for Myth. I think it might be the, for Milord, might be the Enter Myth right now. Oh no. Bob that. He ended up bopping the stun. I mean, I guess it's better than bubbling the stun because he'll have the bubble available for Unholy. That's going to be a Hodge defensive for Milord. He's just trying to get away from the Death Knight. Probably shut him with a hand of hindrance at the very end. It's going to be a pet stun. Stop him for a second. And it looks like stars by either Unholy or either Milord. Either one of them has stars. I think it is Unholy. Yoinking Milord back out in the open. Bubbling this as he's surrounded by the armor of the dead. Probably a decent bubble, maybe. And that's a perfect opportunity for Milord to get some counter-offensive. Got his wings up and running, ready to go against Unholy. Unholy does have Lichborn, so he can use it quite often. Should be using it immediately. Using Lichborn right now, trying to survive the damage. So maybe AMS available. He's going to pop AMS for some of the holy damage from Milord. Milord did only use a minute-long bubble, or minute-long wings. He does have real wings at a later time. Perfect opportunity for him to catch up a little bit of heals, though. That is going to be an empowered version of the pet, slapping him around for a bit. But as long as he's able to... What? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Unholy? Whoa. He's back. Maybe not. Is he back? Well, as you can see clearly, Milord is at least give him a chance, right? He's at least give him a chance. I think he's done. I think he's out. Maybe he crashed or something. Maybe hard DC. Yeah. White Stars killed him? Oh no. Is Valor gonna go for that big old 1v5? Very unfortunate that Holy had a DC like that. Very unfortunate, boys. But it's gonna be Milord versus Dumbsteel next. Dumbsteel playing the Fury Warrior. Not the best class at all for fighting a Pala, but Having a bubble down in a minute 38 seconds. If Dumpsteel can get the most amount of damage during the downtime of the bubble, he might be in a good spot. Not shrinking it out of the hodge. Instant disarm much of my lord as he goes in for the Shield of Vengeance. That shield should have a pretty big pop potential. Onto Dumpsteel as he has anything for it though. Might want to get away from it. The shield does not pop yet. Could be bad for him. Does go for a heal. And with the Rage Regeneration, it's going to reduce some of the damage he's taking. Only minute left for a shield from Milord. That's going to be big blood on the bike. Whose bike was it? Was it Milord's bike? Oh my god. Dumpsteel got taken down. Dumpsteel kind of dumped. But Milord. Ah. Looks like Milord won that one, boys. Looks like he won that one. My lord with 5-0. Well, there it is, boys. I was actually thinking maybe Tribulate would be able to play. Being a gladiator and all. Huh. Your Loki got bopped? I think so, yeah. I think guys did get bopped a little bit. Alrighty, boys. Well, there goes that one. I'm actually very sad about Unholy DK having a DC there, man. That's unfortunate, man. That's just... That's never fun. But you give him a chance, I guess. Why are you floating away? I don't know. Just have fun floating. Just backing up, man. Are we done or are we doing more? Because I'm kind of hungry. What are we doing? Pally actually wanted to see, dude. I mean, that guy. I mean, he came back and redeemed himself, right? He got a big old 1v5. Let the priest play, maybe. Maybe it's how I'm thinking about it. Yeah. But yeah, that guy, I mean, after the show he had with Seavark, running away from him while Seavark played Frost, yeah, it was a bit, yeah. Those guys insane? You think so? Okay, maybe it's out. We can maybe get him in. If maybe Nick wants to go again, if he still has a group. Yeah, if Nick still has a group, man, we can get Sab back in there again. Let the priest play. Last in Pally Power. He did redeem himself, so that is nice. Because prior to he was just running circles against Seavark Frosty, I was just like, man, I was like, what is this guy doing? Unfortunate. Not getting a message back from Nick. Maybe we're done, boys. I think we're done. Yep, I'm feeling like we're done. I'm feeling like relaxing for a bit. I got some videos I gotta work on anyway. So thank you guys so much for coming by. Appreciate all of you. You guys are fucking beautiful for joining the NA 5v5 1v1 duels, boys. Appreciate all of you. Just join next. Yeah. I definitely want to participate and really try a bunch of classes out once Shadowlands comes out. Maybe. I'll think about it. How to watch Blazer throw. Wait, which one was Blazer? Was he the Unholy? Was he Unholy? Or was he the Fury Warrior at the end? I gotta know at this point. Or was he the Rogue? Because I think he's either the Fury Warrior, the Rogue, or Unholy. One of those three. I guess maybe he could be the... Who else played there? I think it was a Boomkin. And there was somebody else. I forget who else it was. Dumpsteel? Oh, okay. Unfortunate. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the Fury Warrior Dumpsteel. Why did you change the name to Dumpsteel? Why did you change the name to Dumpsteel? What was the name before that? I even forgot, dude. I remember having a couple of videos on Blazer. Actually, wasn't it just Blazer? He was a Night Elf. Why change it to Dumpsteel? Hello? Inside joke, maybe? Or Binus? Oh, Binus. That's the one. Oh my god, dude. Binus. Always beating me now you can't, dude. I remember those two. I remember. You as Fire and him as Fury Warrior. How the turntables. How the turntables, boys. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Appreciate you guys so much for coming by and watching. Always fun hanging out with all of you. As always, boys. Friday, EU duels. Saturday, the duels with the boys over on the NA. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hoping we got some Shadowlands updates, man. I'm hoping to see some Shadow Priest updates. This is supposed to be adding Devouring Plague. That hasn't been added yet. Hopefully they'll be added sometime soon. I guess in the next build, it was supposed to be this build, but it looks like it'll be next build. So maybe it's up right now, actually. So I'll try to check it out at some point. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see all of y'all next stream. Alrighty, boys. Peace.